put on here.
I got my mobile device checking to see if you're live.
I have it streaming on my personal Facebook. So if you can
I see us there. Just started.
Now can your people see it?
We're even closed caption, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I can share it.
Yeah, share it. So no one's.
If anybody's out there and can see this live,
there's one person. Is that you?
That's me. Yeah.
Okay.
If anybody's out there, give us a comment.
It's gonna take a few minutes for people to get on.
Apologize. We working out the kinks here on the NLN Sportscast live. It's not as easy as during the pandemic. They used to let you go live with as many people as you want, like we did for Steelers Vikings.
The Steeler game was like so easy. Now this one I have to
I believe it was
with the devil.
It might have been a free trial of streaming ability to bring in multiple people during the pandemic.
Yeah, that was definitely someone else, because now it says no one's on.
That they now took away. So,
well, we missed the first 2 picks, but it wasn't like they were surprised there. I think Trayvon Walker was always up on the list as today went on. So, yeah, Nathan Hutchinson is now a Detroit Lion.
Yeah, with our technical difficulties, we did miss number 1 and number 2 overall. The biggest exciting part of the night, although as Steeler fans, we're waiting for pick number 20.
It was
we'll maybe see a little bit of chalk.
Any kind of drama at the top of the list there.
It was kind of one of these years where there wasn't a consensus number 1, not a sexy pick. So it's really there wasn't much fanfare with whoever went number 1 this year. It's not a quarterback. It's not it's Jacksonville again. So, but we're still going to have fun here tonight. We're going to be with you for the next 2 or 3 hours, getting you all the way up to the Steelers pick at 20, and we'll see how Bronson and I are feeling. He may stay on, I may lock off, depending on what hour of the night it is, but we'll get to the Steelers at 20, see where they go. Hopefully we see some crazy trades, trading up, trading down, players like Deebo Samuel getting traded, something like that, other players. We got to see where Kenny Pickett goes, our favorite Pitt son. So that'll be exciting too. So
Kenny Pickett's a polarizing guy. You either really like him or really don't. I mean, everyone's
he's fallen lately.
Too much hype and hoopla surrounding him. Obviously, the 5th-year senior, really only having a breakout year this year. So I definitely can see where people feel like he was a beneficiary of a very weak ACC this year. So the Texans pick is in. I think we're getting some streams here now, Frank. It's going to take people some time to realize that.
Yeah, my Katie, our producer, is watching upstairs. She's watching Facebook. My wife, Katie, and she said she's on. She said hi in the comments, so we must be
okay.
We must be live.
I got to be able to read the comments here. We got to find the comments here.
Hopefully, this is not a free trial that kicks us off anytime soon. But
yeah, I think I have some time here. If not, you can just use your free trial.
Goodell with the 3rd pick, Houston Texans.
Oh, here we go. The 3rd overall pick. The Texans select Derek Stingley Jr.
So that's a little high for him. LSU. And this is a guy that missed the entire year last year.
He did.
With an ACL. A very bold pick for Houston going corner.
Got some good bloodlines there for sure. John, who, if you were tuned in last year, the draft, John's a mainstay, my friend John. We've been doing this thing together for quite a while. He just cheered it up, so he must have mocked this. You did mock this. I had him going down to the Giants at 7, so that's my first miss.
Comps are Richard Sherman on him, so very high expectations.
I had Icky going here to Houston.
This just seemed like a Houston pick to me.
Yeah.
Because I definitely would have took Icky here for sure, 100%.
Yeah. I'm turning on the surround. I'm turning on the surround mic so we have John's input too.
Yeah, John's audio pretty good there, yeah.
Yeah, it's the surround mic. I've turned it on. John's always been really, he's the guy I bring over too because I watch college football, but I'm a casual fan. And John really is into this, and he watches a lot of these games, so he's kind of like my crutch to stand on, But this is Derek Stingley Jr. going to the Houston Texans. John said it was a Texans pick here, and the Jets are up. And
it's a bad pick.
No,
I bet it's a bad pick, but it just seems like something the Texans would have been.
Yeah. Speaking of corners, John, I have a corner going this pick. I have Sauce Gardner going this pick.
I also do. No,
If you're out there watching, leave us a comment. Join in the chat. We will
I had Icky here in my original.
Yeah.
we will engage you back, and we had a lot of fun with the comments during our Steeler Viking live cast last year. So I'm watching that on my phone. Jump in and join us.
I'm so out of the tech thing, I can't see.
I wish we could
posting
see
stuff,
the
Frank.
comments on this restream, but we can't.
I'm looking to see if I can view it as a audience member, but I can't because I'm doing this. But yeah. Derek Stingley. So yeah, Frank, we have some good gap fillers too, in between picks. I have some history, some past draft books. I buy the magazines every year, and I've bought them since 2004. Ironically, when Big Ben was drafted, so I've got stacks of them here, and you can go through some of them. What the scouts were saying back then, and this is what the 2022 draft. So maybe we can go back 10 years. See, I got to see right here. This is how much of a nerd I am. I have so many of them. And 2012 draft. Okay. You know what the 2012 draft was? No. John, do you know what the 2012 draft was? See if you guys get this. Frank, what do you think?
Number 1 overall pick?
Yeah.
Cam Newton?
No, it's more modern than that. It was 10 years ago this spring. It was the infamous Andrew Luck RG3 debate.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember obviously the Peyton Manning injury in Indianapolis kind of allowed them to have the big stink sandwich here. Starting guys like Curtis Painter and remember they always beat the Steelers that year. No, it was Curtis Painter, and it was a plethora of guys, I think. But they always beat Pittsburgh that year. I remember that.
Yeah, there was typical Tomlin shit sandwich got a terrible team with the backup quarterback game.
Yeah, so they enabled them to have that stink sandwich year, and they took Andrew Luck, and who probably you would say he's been the last great quarterback prospect. The Elway kind of comparison as the Jets pick is in right now. But you hate it for Andrew Luck.
Commercial.
Yeah, you hate it for Andrew Luck because when he was able to play and able to stay healthy, he put up very impressive statistics, and people kind of rip him for having a short career, but he did beat Peyton Manning in the playoffs before. He had some playoff success, but could not stay healthy when in the lineup. Was kind of Colin Coward has always been was kind of a victim of bad. Chris Ballard, the GM there, Grigson. It was Grigson. He was the GM there, and kind of didn't quite give him the help he wanted there, and so Andrew Luck retired a couple years ago, and RG3 now working for ESPN, right? The college football group there. So 2 guys, this is the cover for folks wanting to see. I wrote the team on this, but there you go. This is the cover 10 years ago. Andrew Luck and RG3. And I want to kind of revisit this, going back to this quarterback class. The pick is, and they'll come back from the commercial, and I'm sure we'll get the pick there as well. But looking at here, and John, Andrew Luck, RG3, Kirk Cousins. Remember, Washington took him as well. Kellen Moore was ranked 3 on this Pro Football Weekly one, who's now still the OC of Dallas, right?
Not a good quarterback.
Not a good quarterback class.
How soon he's out of the league and already a coach? He was talked about getting some head coaching jobs.
Yeah, he was on some of the head coaching gigs there.
There's some young coaches out there.
Chandler Harnish, he was actually Mr. Irrelevant. The Colts took him. He was the actually last pick in the draft. You remember him from Northern Illinois. Number 5 ranked John Case Keenum. He's still employed in the NFL. He's the Browns, right?
Yeah.
Case Keenum's still around. We got
still with the Browns because they signed Brissett.
Yeah, Keenum might have went somewhere else. I know he's still around the league. Buffalo. Frank just said Buffalo.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill this draft. Remember Ryan Tannehill was in this draft. Now he's in Tennessee. Brock, the great legendary career of Brock Osweiler, who got paid way too much in Houston. I want to shout out to Shane Frum, who celebrated this signing when he went to Houston. And I said he won't even make it 2 years there, and he barely made it a year.
Shane Frum, who we might see in this large crowd. You said he's in Vegas.
Yeah, Shane's. I don't know if he's in the crowd, but he's working Vegas. He works for Maverick Sports out there in Vegas. So a shout out to my boy Shane from John Frank. Remember Brandon Whedon, one of the oldest rookies in history besides Chris
Pickett looks like a young lad.
Brandon Whedon, Nick Foles.
Jets pick is in.
Big, you know what, Nick? The Super Bowl MVP in this class. And here we go. The pick is in here. Let's see what the commission. Oh, he hasn't walked out yet.
Welcome to everybody joining us. We have 7 or 8, 9 people online.
We're picking up now. People are getting it now.
Drop us a comment if you're watching.
And the New York Jets select Sauce Gardner.
Oh, you guys are on so far.
Well, I missed the third. John got the third, so he's
the Jets fans like it. You know, they're famous for hating their first round picks. Remember the Kyle Brady,
Brady pick
instead of Warren Sapp.
Remember the infamous Mike Nugent pick in the second round? John remembers the infamous. I still have the
Ryan Anger, was it that in 2012 also?
Maybe. Remember the infamous? I have the screenshot of the pick. The Bears and Packers fans making fun of the fan when a couple years ago when Christian Hackenberg was picked in the second round for the Jets. That's the greatest still frame of all time. Hackenberg is like one of 2 NFL draft picks in history, second rounders to not ever play a game in the NFL. And Sauce Gardner's trying to find the stage here. He can't find the stage. He's like Chris Jericho in WCW. Remember when he locked himself out of the building? He's trying to face Goldberg.
For 2 hours.
He's to lock himself out of the building.
Was that the one where he went to open the door and it opened right back and
away? They had to pretend like it was locked even though he pulled it and it was open. Yeah. A classic WCW F up. Yeah, excuse John and I talking wrestling, but that's how it reminded me. But this quarterback class, John, 10 years ago, another guy ranked the 3rd round ranked prospect, Frank and John. This little whippersnapper, gritty, tough leader out of the Big Ten, Wisconsin, named Russell Wilson. That guy did a few things in the NFL. Former Super Bowl champion and was traded to Denver in the offseason. Now Sauce Gardner has found the stage. He doesn't. Ralphus didn't accompany him. He would have been there quicker if Ralphus would have found it for him. So Sauce Gardner.
Hopefully he can find. Hopefully he can find receivers in the AFC East.
So the New York Giants, actually they have 2 of the next 3 picks here, Frank. The Jets and the Giants stacking up on top 10 picks here.
Welcome Seth Harris joining us.
Yeah, Seth couldn't make it. Things got work. He would have been
looking good. Bronson, he said.
Is this? Oh, that's Chris Angel. That was Paul Stanley for a second.
It's Chris Angel levitating outside the Mirage.
30 years ago.
Speaking of Kiss, Ace Frehley's birthday was yesterday, so I just went and saw him a couple weeks ago at Jurgles. It was a great show. He can still shred. So I assume that he has the pick in here, maybe. If you're watching this, Chris Angel has a lockbox or something.
The question is, who will out Vegas each other? The NHL All-Star Game or the NFL Draft? How many gimmicks can they do?
Or is he going this on
I think this is ABC. This is the college. Maybe he has the Washington football team emails in there. Who knows? He's got one of those things you put in the bank drive-through. Okay, so Desmond Howard is looking at this card, I guess. So he's opening. It's a little thing. And I assume this is a draft pick or something, like they did the NHL Kraken expansion draft or something. This is fun. This is compelling television.
Lynn Swan jersey in the background, customized Steeler number 42.
Chris Angel. Okay.
That's his prediction for the number 1 pick that in a time capsule.
Oh, it was up there the entire time. He knew it.
Yeah.
Way to go on a reach there, Chris.
Oh, he got number 2 right.
David Blaine's got nothing on this guy, apparently. This is like when the pick is in for the Giants, Frank. When David Blaine hid that card in Harrison Ford's Tangerine or something in his house. That was funny. Oh, here we go. Oh, you're the greatest, Chris Angel. Great television here. And Frank and I are watching on the ABC WTAE feed. That's the local station.
Mm-hmm.
Frank and I don't have to
coverage.
Yeah, ESPN. Frank and I don't have to go back and forth and try to sync our TVs up. So the local feed will ensure we're on we're on even time here. But yeah, they finished that quarterback class, guys. Yeah, Russell Wilson, I would say, obviously the gem of the class. Case Keenum was still playing. And then I'm looking at guys who never saw the light of day, who weren't drafted. Aaron Corp, Steven Garcia. Hey, Jay Whitey, Ja'Cory Harris from the from the Miami Hurricanes. Ja'Cory Harris. John Brantley.
Boy.
I think he was in the NFL for a hot second.
This is why
Austin
we'll be up
Davis.
till midnight. All this stuff, all these gimmicks.
Huh?
He was at the NFL for a minute.
Yeah, he was in it for a hot second. BJ Coleman, Ryan Lindley, Ahmad Sauce Gardner, Cincinnati now being featured. Dominique Davis, Barrow. I don't know who Darrow Thomas was. He's from East Carolina. Or no, Oregon. I'm sorry, Oregon.
Brandon Hallowich making fun of Mel Kiper's hair. I love it.
Yeah, we don't got Mel in this. We got the College Game Day crew. I thought John would be a brand. I thought John, you're a big McShay guy, so
I like him much better than I like Kiper.
Is,
I figured you like.
Is ESPN and Channel 4 have different coverage?
Yes,
Really?
Channel 4 has the College Game Day guys.
I thought
ESPN is going to have the Mike. I think it's the Mike Greenberg, Mel Kiper.
I thought they were straight up simulcasting. That's
No, it's not simulcast. And the NFL Network, I think, has
That's
what
all
Rich
right.
Eisen.
For our
Daniel-
purposes, we just need the picks.
Bucky Brooks.
Yeah, Bucky Brooks.
If you're out there watching, just
David Shaw on there. He's usually on there every year.
I think so.
if you're out there
Rich
watching,
Eisen.
mute your TVs and listen to us.
Daniel Jeremiah.
Bronson is
Giants
our
pick, is it?
our resident Mel Kiper anyway. So
Yeah,
you might,
Mel
you might hear-
Kiper. Who's this? Who is this guy?
Did it say Make a Wish? See Make a Wish?
Oh, you know
he looks like a pretty good hype man.
good for him. I would be turning the podcast in a completely dark direction. Sam Prince, good kid here. No, if I told you who he looked like, I would be turning this into the darkness. He looks like Kyle Rittenhouse.
Whoa, but yeah.
You said you wouldn't, and you did anyway.
I did. I had to. He looks like Kyle Rittenhouse. Good for him. He's a good kid. He's definitely a better person than Kyle Rittenhouse. I can already tell he is. But good for Sam here. He's gonna make the pick here for the Giants. Great. It's a dream come true for a kid to make a pick here. He kind of looks a little bit too like the former defensive back Jason Sehorn a little bit too. A younger Jason Sehorn.
Seth Ayers. There you
Kayvon Thibodeau is the pick for the Giants.
Now this guy was
But I had it at 7.
Thibodeau was supposed to
I
go
had him
number
with the
one
Falcons, so I'm
for
wrong.
months. He was the number one projection for a while.
There
And
you go.
to get him fifth, Bronson,
They were the football Giants.
to get him fifth, the former number one prospect. That's a
Oh
good
yeah, he
steal.
was number one on a lot of boards most of the year.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to go O-line at 7, so it makes sense to take him there.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get whoever, you get Cross or Neal or whoever you want. Icky,
Yeah,
whichever.
this guy's
they
styling
want
the
to
profile. Does he have a Snickers thing on? Is that a
take.
Snickers?
Yes, it is.
It's got to be. It's got to be in the endorsement though. He's already got like
Yeah.
something signed with Snickers.
Yeah. You think that I thought the Giants might trade one of these picks, get more draft picks.
Yeah, no. I knew they were going to stay pat and use these 2 picks. I mean, they have so many.
They need it. Yeah.
new regime too. They got to come. They got to. Like John said, the offensive, and then you go offensive line probably the next pick or something. These are picks that they got to accumulate. A rebuilding franchise like the Giants. And you think a couple years ago they really weren't that far off. Had Daniel Jones, who they just announced today, they're not going to extend his option, and then Saquon Barkley, who whoever you talk to, and then maybe they're going to try to trade. A couple years ago the Giants were kind of looking, on the come up, and then just the injuries and the inconsistency of Jones, Barkley's injury history, and oh look, the kid's so happy. He's so pumped. The ultimate hype guys here. Thibodeau and Sam here are our guy here making the pick here, and he gets to be in the picture. I mean, this guy the rest of his life can always be associated with Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, there you go.
If you're joining us late at Next Level Nerd Sports Podcast, we're doing a live NFL draft cast here. Much popular segment. We did it for the Steelers Vikings live game, so we decided to do the draft. Last year we just posted our recording of our reaction. It's fun to do it live. So join in on the comments. Let us know your thoughts of who the Steelers are going to take, where Pickett's going to go. We want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Join along. We're here live. Bronson Allman, Frank Conti, Bronson's buddy John.
Kayvon Thibodeau. There you go. So we're watching the ABC feed here. Susie Colbert's still doing it.
Where's Joe Namath? Once again, the draft hats are terrible. They've been bad about 10 straight years.
I don't like the draft hats at all, Frank.
About the 10th year in a row, they've been awful.
You like that? I don't like
that. Yeah.
Bronson and I are just dating ourselves. We're just old.
I just don't like it.
All the kids like these snapback style hats these days.
I actually don't think that says Snickers. I think it's just in the Snickers number.
I think it says Snickers. When he
Does
was
it?
walking toward it looked like it when he was walking out.
I mean, like they should be given they should be giving the big boys like a Snicker deal. You know what I mean? Like offensive line guys who love Snickers.
The official candy bar of the NLN Sportscast.
I mean, what else would it say? It has to say Snickers.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
hard to tell.
It could be something in a Snicker font, like
Carolina on the clock. There to stand. So now this is the part where we look at this draft and now here's the chance. Not that I think it's going to happen, but this is a percentage chance that maybe a quarterback goes on the board. I don't think John thinks it's going to happen. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but it could happen. There's 2 minutes and 45 seconds here. Matt Rule, of course, we would be remiss if we did not mention the link that between Matt Rule and Kenny Pickett as he was trying to recruit him when he was at Temple. I know he was at Kenny Pickett's pro day. I don't think that's where they go, but I would not. I mean, I think it would definitely shock some people if he went right here. Maybe some flirtation with Malik Willis. But John, I think they go offensive line here. Frank, what do you? I think they go O-line here. I think. Wow. I don't think that they're going to try to cater to a guy like Matt Rule, who may not be around in a couple years if they have a couple bad. You know what I mean? They're not going to go for the Matt Rule pick if he may not be around in a couple seasons.
Viewer online, Brandon Hallowich says Malik Willis goes right here.
Yeah, and happy birthday to Brandon Howell. It's Brandon's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
Before we got on the air here. So
look at that, spending part of his birthday with the NLN Sportscast.
All time.
Howell said he thinks Willis is going to go here.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be icky.
Listen, by the way, if there's any small percentage chance that Pickett goes to the Steelers, and Howell is just cheering for that. So I just don't want it for. I've said on previous shows, I don't want it for Kenny. This fan base is going to eat him alive.
He sucks ass.
I think they might go with the big tackle here, Evan Neal.
Yeah.
Or there's a tackle from Mississippi
That's what I
State.
have. I think I have that. Yeah, I have Evan Neal going here as well. Yeah, Frank.
There's the big tackle from Mississippi State as well.
Yeah. Public Lands gets apparently paid enough money to not have the draft tracker on their commercial. They're just such a big deal. I love the one year Pat McAfee was on like Dan Patrick's show or something, and Ross Tucker, whoever the guy that does for NBC Sports, he's like, "Well, Ross Tucker said this, that." Pat McAfee goes, "Who the hell's Ross Tucker?" They're like, "Yeah, he's a former NFL tackle. He's a reporter." And he goes, "His Twitter name is Ross Tucker NFL." And McAfee goes, "Is he? Who is NFL next to his Twitter account? He must be really important." McAfee's so funny, and I just can't stop talking about him because he's. I don't know if a lot of people say he'd switch lives with people. I don't know. I think Pat McAfee's got a pretty good life. Just making $80 million to talk sports with his friends. He gets to announce WWE and wrestle at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he'd be a lot of people's choices to.
Smoking hot wife, he lives he lives like my fantasy life. And so, but his show is a riot. And it's cool because he has the entourage lifestyle. He took his friends with him. I became famous, and all my friends that I grew up with are coming with me. He is the modern day Vinny Chase, pretty much.
Yeah.
And now the commercial for Holy Moly. Poor what's his name?
Dude, I don't know.
He used to be the Monday Night Football announcer. Now he's doing Holy Moly with
Joe
Rob Riggle.
Tessitore.
Yeah, Joe Tessitore. Thank you, Frank. And then Sean McDonough is now doing, sorry, he's not very good at the NHL games. They need to bring back
The only thing I can
Don't
ever
wanna
think
comment.
of is the Sid Bream play when I hear him.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He did
Even though
that.
I was not,
I'm thinking
I
about the
was,
block punt when Michigan lost to Michigan State.
I was 6 years old. Oh, here's some chats, Bronson. Zachary wrote, says, "Love you, Bronski."
Oh, he's a good dude.
And Mike Shuttleworth says, Iquanu, number 6 to Carolina.
Okay. Where are you
The
seeing this at? Can I grab this?
you have to go on to Facebook to view the comments.
You know
So
what? I might just.
I kind of have a split screen. I have one browser open of us streaming and one of us muted
Okay.
on Facebook. So you just have
Okay.
to open us up in Facebook and mute it.
Okay.
But yeah, Kwanu's a good pick here too. He's the big D tackle from, or no, he's an offensive lineman from NC State.
Okay, I see it now.
And ESPN has him best available right now. So can't really go wrong if you're Carolina and you want to go O-line here. Iquanu, Evan Neal, or Charles Cross.
Gotcha. Okay, now I can see the comments now, Frank. Thank you for that, sir.
I'm thinking they go O-line here as well.
I just saw Brandon's comment. It's terrible hat goes this terrible tux.
Right. That's what I
Carolina is the pick. Yeah, Frank, if this restream thing runs out, we can just use your name and have you set the thing up. So
yeah, hopefully it gets us to 20.
All right, Shotty.
There you go.
I see you, dog.
5.5. We're rolling right now.
Mike
Iquanu's the
Shuttleworth,
pick
1
here.
for 1.
Shotty, I see you, dog.
That's smart. Smart.
There is no Pickett. There is no Malik Willis.
It's a smart move.
John, I think you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that money, dog. I think he looked good for you, boy. I'm down to Seattle, and I don't have them taking a quarterback.
I have Charles Cross. Well, I had him at 5, so he's lying at 7 here. They're giving me 6.
John and I used to so every year when John and I would come over, we would do the mock draft. And the last couple of years we haven't done it. I think because of COVID and just like the uncertainty of the drafts and things of that nature. But
general laziness.
And general laziness also plays a portion in that as well. But John and I still remember my infamous mock draft of Calvin Johnson to Detroit when John told me there was no way that was going to happen.
That was right after they took
they took like 3 receivers in a row in the first round. You're like, they're not going to do it again. I was like, dude, they're taking Calvin Johnson. And now he's got a Hall of Fame jacket. Speaking of Hall of Fame jackets, the infamous year that the late John Clayton told everyone that we were going to see him at Mike Williams' Hall of Fame ceremony. So sometimes we get it wrong here for sure.
Ooh, that's a bold pick. Zachary says
Zach's an Ohio guy, so he's trying to get Baker out of Cleveland. So maybe. Shotty saying Evan Neal's still available is crazy. Yeah, I agree with that. You're never wrong, bud. Yeah, he always says, I'm never wrong, bud. I'm always on.
Evan Neal. So who's the Giants now? They went who did they go at 5?
Huh?
Who did the Giants take a couple picks ago? Can you remember?
Oh, they took Thibodeau.
Okay, so they definitely could go O-line here. And
yeah,
most people they were saying with the 5 and 7 they should go O-line.
I see
O-line, D-line.
I see Evan Neal right here.
Rebuild a team in the trenches. O-line, D-line. You're like instant impact players.
So I'm not doing a dump button. We're gonna run this live. We'll be like Sid Vicious at Survivor Series. We're live, pal.
we're lighting up here, Bronson. We're lighting up Ed Anarumo, John Hogue.
Ed's the man. He's a big Titan fan, so maybe if we had a way to bring him in, he's definitely gonna be looking deep at that Titans pick. So the time is ticking here. And then the pick is in with the Falcons on the board next. I really wanted to take the Doran Dickerson bet. He's betting that no quarterback goes in the first round.
There has to be one. I heard that they were saying it's over under 2.5. It would be
if he was willing to take bets, I was willing because the one guy wanted to bet. I was willing to jump in on that action. No quarterback in the first round. Someone's going to get desperate. Especially some of these quarterback needy teams having 2 picks in the first round.
Detroit at the end of the first makes a lot of sense for a quarterback.
I'm not going to spoil my mock, but think yes.
Kenny Pickett?
Okay,
I
there you go.
also have Kenny
Yeah, I
Pickett
pick
in
it to the
there.
Lions
Yeah,
with
so
that
do I.
last pick. So there you go. And I'm drinking Pepsi, which is the official sponsor of the National Football League. So there you go. Where's my Pepsi pin? I'll be like Thibodeau out of the Pepsi pin. This is the one that I just saved this from work today, so I was like, I need something.
Bronson's going to get us kicked off the air. We don't have permission to. You should need to black out that logo on Pepsi.
Oh yeah, I got to do the Mike Francesa rate. Pepsi's not affiliated with the podcast. It's just my personal choice of drink. And I'm probably gonna have a couple Busch beers here. Mr. Young has brought a couple.
Only the highest quality.
Yeah, listen, dude.
Busch.
I'm Busch loyal because of because A, the beer's great, and B, little Kevin Harvick rub there in NASCAR. So
Bronson, Ed says Jamison Williams is going to go to Atlanta.
oh wow, that'd be a great pick for them.
Is he the one coming off injury?
Yes, he's still rehabbing that knee.
They have Mechie
And this-
as well, John Mechie.
And
in
this would
draft.
continue the Falcons' trend of taking Crimson Tide receivers.
Wow,
They
yeah.
took Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley suspended for a year for betting,
Yeah.
so they need a wideout.
Meanwhile, the NFL continues to rake money hand over fist over betting.
I know it's a double standard as they do this in Vegas.
John, we were talking about Ridley suspended the year for betting.
I mean, you gotta know the rules though. Also,
No, that's true.
Oh, yeah, he was
did nothing
stupid.
wrong, but he's also
Yeah, he was guilty for being a stupid
And
idiot.
And what's he doing betting? He's a millionaire, like betting on sports for $1,500.
Giant select. There it is, Evan Neal.
Boy, we got some.
There's that tackle off the board.
Nostradamus. Well, Shuttleworth didn't exactly.
Well, listen,
predict
this
it,
is
but
going to
he
push
said-
because when Frank takes the every other week hiatus, Shuddy's been the guy that's been pushing to be my guest host.
Oh,
so
nice.
I think quality, and I think it might be time in time for the playoffs. And Mike and I talk really great hockey. He's a guy I love talking hockey with. And
Awesome.
let's not bring the mood down with the way the Penguins are playing. But
Dun, 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 dun.
not good.
no, I love these green rooms. It looks like one of those like David L. Lawrence convention center,
Yeah.
like garden festivals or something.
I don't understand the decorating choices.
Evan
there.
Neal. I just want to see. I want them to. They're going to play the Mac Jones Vince McMahon walk when he walked down there. And I'm wearing the shirt too, Frank. To I've had this shirt since like high school, and ironically, it still fits. I'm shocked that it still fits, but it fits. And so
I'm
like,
rocking
I've
the
had this
slippery rock pride. Me and Bronson
our
both.
alma mater.
Yep.
Or as Mark Madden called it on Twitter last week, high school with an ashtray. He's called everything that isn't a high quality school. He called Liberty Biverty with Malik Willis. He called Liberty High School with an ashtray too. So, Mark Madden hasn't been around. It's been Jorge de Guzman, the Jorge de Guzman show. But yeah, the Giants. Evan Neal was the pick. But yeah, I enjoyed going back 10 years ago, looking at the quarterback class. 10 years ago, the Andrew Luck. So you look at Brock Osweiler, who was taken ahead of Russell Wilson. A lot of these guys taken ahead of Russell Wilson. You can go back; it's insane. Look at the running back class.
Welcome, Jay Cortez said he hopped on, so welcome, Jay.
Birdie, yeah. I told him to get on. I told him we were gonna do this. You look at this running back class 10 years ago, John and Frank. You had Lamar Miller, Doug Martin, and Trent Richardson. Remember all the promise that Trent Richardson?
It's crazy how all these players are just gone.
It's crazy, yeah. Chris Polk, Cyrus Gray, David Wilson, LaMichael James, Isaiah Peed, Chris Rainey. Remember the Steeler pick? Chris Rainey,
Louisville, I
Ronnie
think.
Hillman, Vic Ballard, Edwin Baker, Bernard Pierce.
Holy cow, look at that guy jumping.
Dan Herron, Robert Turbin, Brandon Bolton, who was undrafted but then became a mainstay with the New England Patriots.
He was at Penn State, didn't I think?
No, Mississippi for Brandon Bolton. And then
He
Bryce
transferred. I think
Brown,
he started at Penn State.
Daryl Richardson.
Ryan McCall says Pickett to the Steelers, unless he's just joking with Bronson.
I think he's just trying to rattle me.
And Jordan Schurer says Kenny Pickett gonna slide. I remember
He
one of my
goes-
favorite calls of all time was RG3, and he hit him with the fake slide.
My favorite
The
is
cha-cha.
my buddy Jeff posting the fake statue next to Franco in the airport of the Pickett fake slide.
Now the Kenny Pickett rule, it happened one time and that's it. You're not allowed to do
And
it
did you
again.
see? I don't know if it was true, but Bill Crawford of the DV Morning Show. I guess there's security now to the Franco Harris statue. If you're a wrestling fan, MJF posted a Twitter picture of him
Doing a wrestling move on it.
No, he was humping it.
Oh boy.
And he's a heel. He's playing a heel character, and he said, "This is what I think of Pittsburgh." But
Oh,
now
my
apparently
goodness.
their security has been heightened by the statue
I
now.
can't imagine they actually keep 4 security guards by the statue.
I think it was just for a picture.
They just need to put velvet ropes around it or something. Then like
It seems like you could use your resources a little better.
Well,
there.
WWE wrestler Melina years ago when she went to Pittsburgh, they did she did the thing where she placed her backside where the football was at.
Senator Bronson be politically correct and work in wrestling again for the second time.
A risque picture. What does that mean? I actually talked to a friend of mine a younger kid who actually does not know who Franco Harris is. That's a shame.
Free meal Franco.
Free meal Franco. Okay. Wide receivers back in 2012, guys. Justin Blackman, remember him? Oklahoma State.
Yep. Jacksonville.
Michael Floyd. Pick is in for the Falcons, by the way. Mohamed Sanu, Alshon Jeffrey, Marvin McNutt.
Let's see.
Nick
We had
Kuhn.
let's see if Ed's correct. He picked he says the receiver
He said it's James
Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
There's the Falcons
Jermaine
war room. Arthur Blank in a robe. Is that a robe? No, it's a suit.
It's Ric Flair.
I can't wait to see Belichick says he's gonna have his shot of his kitchen with his dog sitting there this year.
This Husky. Ed, here's a shout out to you 10 years ago. Kendall Wright, Tennessee picked 10 years ago.
With the
Yeah. Drake London is the pick.
oh, so they go wide receiver, but it's the USC man. Is that Ike
Drake
Taylor?
London from my other favorite school.
Ike
USC.
Taylor was backstage with him. Is he like his agent?
Yeah. T.Y. Hilton too 10 years ago. I'm looking
Now this guy, he's dressed nicely. This is a USC colors.
Yeah, he knows.
And looking
Could be
sharp.
a good combination for whatever quarterback they end up getting. London and Pitts.
Yeah, I mean,
This year, Mariota the stopgap.
You think it's gonna be Mariota? You think they're gonna try to go get someone else?
I would suck this year and try to draft somebody next year.
Yeah.
We thought they were going to be in the wide open NFC South, but Brady came back, so it's
Back.
it's Tampa's division again. Is this Drake London playing basketball? Look at the athlete. So you got an athlete. Look at these moves. If you're not, we're watching on ABC. They're showing him play
It kind of
basketball.
gives me a little bit of Lima Swede vibes.
Oh
A
no.
little bit of Lima Swede
Lima
vibes.
Swede
but,
vibes.
Hopefully not. That's Bus City.
I don't think he'll be that bad, but I
Well,
would not be surprised.
for those of you who don't know, like John and I have been watching this draft, the draft together for years and years. The infamous I make fun of John when he's a huge Texas fan. And so when the Steelers drafted Lima Swede, the most infamous celebration ever in
That's great.
any house, he
It
was
was
celebrating the
wonderful.
Lima Swede draft pick. So yeah.
I'm surprised to see London go before Garrett Wilson. I was hearing Garrett Wilson's the top
Jameson
receiver.
Williams, all these guys.
They must like something about
There's gonna be
London.
all 7 wide receivers that go in round 1,
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
feel like it's almost like every year, like either Ohio State or Alabama always has like multiple receivers or first round guys.
Well, they're the top
A
schools
lot of
recruiting
teams only
wise.
There's only like 15 to 20 actual first round players, so I think the
Yeah.
bottom half of it, it's just going to be people taking who they like in that range. So
It was it was a 1 year. You had Jerry Judy, and who was the guy with him that year? I think it was the year.
Was it
Jerry.
Ridley?
Oh, the guy that's suspended because of the off-field Henry Ruggs.
I think so.
Oh yeah, Henry Ruggs. That's
Ruggs,
right.
okay,
It was
yeah,
Ruggs and Jerry Judy, and then last
that's
year
right,
it was
that's right.
Devontae Smith and oh, am I blanking out?
Waddle.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle.
Boy, what a factory of wide receivers.
Alabama.
Bronson, this is an interesting debate. Do you think Alabama could beat a USFL team?
Alabama could be a USFL. Yeah, I do. Have you seen Clemson?
I
Yeah,
know.
thanks,
I
Ed.
have.
Clemson wide receivers as well. Yeah, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins and Martavis Bryant,
Williams.
Hunter Renfro.
Yeah, Williams.
Renfro,
T. Higgins.
Hunter
yeah.
Renfro. Yeah.
We'll see Clemson right back. I mean, they had one down year. They're going to be the class of
Yeah.
the ACC again.
Yeah.
Pitt got it right. Perfect. Their perfect year Pitt had with Clemson being a little bit down to win the ACC. Finally, some good timing.
Pitt picked they picked the bones of what was left of the ACC this past year.
Mike Shuttleworth's praying for a QB to go 8th here or 9th. Seattle needs one. This you might see.
I don't have one here. I have the Seahawks taking Jermaine Johnson.
The Seahawks they would be a spot for Mayfield, you'd think.
But I can see John. I think it's going to be one of those two.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think Mayfield maybe to them? I've been calling for that on our shows, Bronson.
I said that too, Frank. Frank was bringing up Baker Mayfield, John. I was like, I feel like a team that doesn't come away with a quarterback that wanted one maybe tries to make the
yeah, they can get him Mayfield later. Yeah,
tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to pay
in a couple months.
Well, yeah.
You're going to have to. It's
what about a
camp
injury? You get a camp injury, you go after
Yeah.
Mayfield.
I don't think Baker Mayfield's starting the season in the Browns. That's for sure.
No, that relationship's severed.
Yeah. You don't want that around your team.
Bronson, I want to bring up on commercial the Steelers' recent past. And just
actually.
Yeah. Well,
just
did you Steeler Depot on Twitter has had a graph of every Kevin Colbert pick in history.
I have Steelers.com just listed them here, and 2016. I'll just give you first and second round, and I mean this is why Steelers have not drafted well. Let's just be honest. Artie Burns and Sean Davis, first and second. 2015, Bud Dupree. Okay, he was effective. Senquez Golson, second round. Like some of these guys.
Senquez Golson.
Now 2014, good draft. Shazier and Tuitt. But after that, 2014 was Dree Archer, Martavis Bryant. Martavis Bryant could have been good.
Yeah,
Shaq Richardson, Wesley Johnson.
Yeah, Wesley Johnson.
2013, Jarvis Jones, the infamous terrible pick. But they did get Le'Veon Bell in the second round, so that's basically your first
Le'Veon Bell in the
pick.
second round and Jarvis
Wheaton,
Jones. Right,
Marcus Wheaton that year. They picked Landry Jones. Remember Shamarko Thomas?
It worked out with the Castro, but not so much with Jarvis Jones.
Right. I was joking off air with Bronson. 2012, Alameda Teamu did more damage to the South Side parked cars than he did to NFL offenses.
No. Frank was bringing up the Alameda Teamu pick. He said he did more damage on the South Side than he did on the Steelers.
2010, Bronson, Mike Tomlin's favorite player, Jason Worlds.
Jason Worlds, Mike.
We tried to pick linebackers so often. We just failed on so many linebacker picks. Of course, TJ Watt was a great one.
Defensive lineman in college, and it's not going to work out. But
John also was saying he thinks this could potentially be a Steelers trade up area.
This, I think it's going to be
coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, after 10, I would say around between 11 and 14 would be my guess.
I hope we don't have to give up too much. If we do it, I hope they don't give up too much.
Coach Shuddy, I do not want any of these bozo QBs. They suck. Cordell Stewart and Kirk Cousins are the ceiling.
Well, Mike Shuttleworth's been Nostradamus tonight, so
you can definitely see him busting. He is not a safe pick in any way.
No.
Seth,
is this Michael Bublé? I think Michael Bublé out of the draft.
This isn't the Canadian League.
Yeah, if the NHL was doing something.
Charles Cross, the tackle, is who Seth says here.
Okay, and then the recap, and of course the trade that brought Seattle this pick, which of course sent Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos.
That loaded AFC West, man. Whew.
Seattle has the pick in. Will this be Seth Sibley falling to 20? I think you're right, Seth. Will this be the Malik Harris or Malik Harris?
I think they're going to take the receiver here. I think they're going to take a receiver and possibly trade DK.
Possibly.
They're totally rebuilding. DK Metcalf to the Jets, maybe.
I do have Seattle taking a quarterback. I have them trading back into the first round.
I think they like the receiver Garrett Wilson.
See, now that's going to ruin my pick because that's not spoiled, but I have that in the next couple picks here.
I didn't say it live yet, but Jordan Davis is who I want the Steelers to get.
Well, Well, I mean, we made that known on the previous
Yeah, but
episodes.
he's not going to be around. But
He's not going to be around. Jordan Davis, yeah,
It's my dream scenario.
that's who I want, John. By the way, Jordan Davis.
I only playing 2 downs is. I like him, but I don't know. I think Baltimore's going to take him.
Which I don't
Probably.
want to see. I know.
Charles
Oh,
Cross.
there's-
the pick, yeah.
Seth had it.
I switched Cross
Yeah.
and fucking
Seth
O'Neal
Harris
around
had it
and
right.
killing him now.
Seth was on it.
We got a lot of Bronson. We're going to be put out of business by a lot of these
Shit,
smart
I'm trying
people in
to
the
think, I'm
comments.
trying to-
They're making us. I mean, listen.
I'm not
I
really
was-
making that many predictions, but
I was pretty much saying even a couple weeks up to this, I was like, we're not the experts here in the draft. We're just kind of just digesting it and
along for the
reacting.
ride. This is
Yeah.
a year. This year tougher than a lot of many. There's not many like. It's one of the most wide open drafts where you
depth,
don't know
but it's
who's
not
going where.
innate.
Like
yeah, it's
it's a
it's quantity, not quality.
and there's not a lot of guys that stand out over the next. So
Yeah,
anybody can go anywhere,
and now
which makes for good TV.
What's up?
It makes for good TV to not know
This
who's
guy-
going where.
Frank could come with another foot taller. He looks like Omos, your boy Omos. So John Frank. So I got Frank to watch WrestleMania. He's a big Omos guy. Liz Omos.
Oh, jeez.
Bobby Lashley stole that match.
I never want to see him on match. There's never a time.
Well, no, but just his presence. I made the prediction he'll be champion in a year. or
I
so.
love those big dudes, man. I mean, if wrestling were real, nobody would beat him.
It's gonna main event WrestleMania.
Eventually it will.
If it's not next year's, it'll be the year after. Omos and Braun Breaker.
This
And
guy
Charles
doesn't look,
Cross,
he doesn't look big enough to be a tackle. Like he doesn't look fat enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I have. Believe it. Yeah, Seth. I got Garrett Wilson here at the Jets.
I also have Garrett Wilson here.
Yeah.
Depends if
who's-
they think they can trade for Debo, they won't go wide out.
Yeah. Now who's this chick interviewing? Like,
That's
is she ESPN or is
Etheridge.
she like from?
She's pretty hot.
Is she from Dancing with the Stars or whatever? You know, I don't watch.
No,
that
it's
stuff.
Laura Rutledge. She's on there for
Okay.
coverage. Yeah.
She's all glammed up like she's supposed to be working for like ET or.
She
Access
is married
Hollywood.
to a former baseball player, something Rutledge, that played for the Colorado Rockies. I forget his first
Oh.
name.
I guess it's better than Sam Ponder.
She's on the other set
Yeah.
with the
No, it was the infamous Dave Portnoy thing on the show, and Sam Ponder confronted him in a New York restaurant because he was releasing shirts with her with a clown nose. Because I guess she was blamed for the end of the relationship between ESPN and Barstool.
Bronson. Ed says Bobby Lashley's injured. Is that true?
I believe so. He probably knows better than I did, but I did read something. He was, yeah.
This
I'm
is
just watching some of this film of Charles Cross here.
He is limber for a left tackle. He's not one of
Yeah.
those big,
Well, it's like,
fat guys.
Frank, everyone's been kind of posting like, everyone's like, oh, like, I think Colin Dunlap, a lot of the guys in the local, the Pittsburgh media are saying that this draft is one of the least talked about drafts in years. I was like, well, of course it is. I mean, there's no sexy picks in terms like, edge rushers and offensive tackles are good for the football nerds like us, but that doesn't move the needle for the, the casual sports fan. So the Jets pick is in right now. But
We are
the
clipping
draft's
along pretty good here. I
Yeah, they're
like it.
moving pretty. They're moving pretty well here. You probably think too, and I'm not trying to. This is on the mountain time zone, so they're
Oh, Nico's on. That's up, Nico, one of our founders.
Nico is the boss.
Yeah,
the boss.
Nico
man.
Rocco, fellow next level nerd.
See, I like that draft. I like the Seahawks draft hat. I like that.
Well, it's the same hat. They're just all the different.
Yeah,
I,
Like,
I like the
fonts.
color. I think the color just looks better. Yeah.
White and I don't like that one at all.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't know if I wear it, but I like it. If
Nico,
you-
the technology's out there, Nico. You and Justin need to do these. Do some
well, I was thinking about
lives.
too, if you go on your little Hyatt, every other week,
Mhm.
bring a guy like Nico or Justin on in one of those
Yeah.
weeks and let them get a little bit of sports with us. And knowledge isn't necessary.
And Bronson would love to cross over and do some movie talk.
Yeah, I've been annoying them for at least a year, wanting to get on and do their show, because I'm as equally a movie nut job as I am a sports nut job. So.
And we might branch off into like a wrestling only 30-minute thing or NASCAR only 30-minute thing.
No, I promise I won't bore them. I won't bore the audience that much. I try to really, like, when we do I try to really avoid the racing stuff, because even though I'm a nut job about it, I know people, that doesn't move the needle for people. I understand. I like weird stuff.
Nico's asking who we got for the Steelers. I think Malik Willis also.
Yeah, I have Malik Willis.
Which is not who I want, but.
Jets the pick right here. Here's the commish.
Second pick of the first round already.
There it is.
Another. Who else predicted that? We've got so many guys predicting this.
Seth did it, and I have it on the mock here. So I get off the schneid here. I finally get on the board, but I'm gonna.
This is like the Devin Bush suit. Look at this.
Yeah, Drake London going to the Commanders.
Do you think we're not seeing Deebo Samuel to the Jets then?
Yeah,
I guess they could use 2 receivers, but.
John, when do you see Deebo Samuel going if they trade him?
Did they draft Wilson to trade him? Is this guy a future 49er?
I don't know. I just don't think they're going to trade him.
They don't usually trade after picking them.
I don't really know. I figured if anybody would trade for him, it would have been the Jets right here.
Yeah, that's what Frank was saying. Yeah.
It's not like Eli Manning got drafted and then traded, but
yeah, that's rare. That's like, what do they call it, the NBA, like how they do the NBA draft where guys get picked.
I hate it. I hate the way they do it. Remember Kobe Bryant in the Charlotte Hornets hat? Like, it makes no sense.
He was sure for Vlade, right?
I think it was
Vlade Divac. Yeah. Lower Marion High School in Philadelphia.
I heard Wilson's the fastest receiver.
This is gonna be a Wilson to Wilson combo, right?
Oh, nice. Yeah. A lot of marketing opportunities there.
Yeah. Bill asked who Mark Madden predicted the Steelers to take. I don't know if he predicted, but he thinks that Tomlin's going to fall in love with this guy, Malik Willis. Yeah.
They got wings together.
Yeah.
Now, Seth, who's been right a lot tonight, says Kyle Hamilton is going to the Commanders. That's the safety from Notre Dame.
Yeah, I could see Hamilton right here for sure. I have one of the Vikings. I do believe.
So this is our first look at like Commanders gear. I mean, there's been some promos, but
we've been an hour in and we've already gotten 11 picks in. I mean, this is moving.
Charlie hasn't missed a pick yet.
That's Charlie Campbell. He's the guy on WalterFootball.com.
That's
yeah.
Pretty insane.
There you go.
Geez, sign up his dad. Look at that guy. Oh, we have a trade. First trade.
Oh, here we go, John.
Saints move up, and this is to get a quarterback. This is to get a quarterback.
Is this the quarterback?
I can see them taking Jameson here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
John's predicting he thinks they're going to take Jameson Williams.
I don't know. Everybody they were apparently interested in was not quarterbacks were not mentioned. All the people that I heard. Jameson is the one I would guess here.
So the Saints, they had those 2 first. Do you think they maybe moved 2 to move up? And
they probably moved one of them to move up. Yeah.
First to move up
yeah.
That far from 16. This is probably like a second, like around the second, I would say.
Yeah. I have that draft pick chart that Jimmy Johnson created. Yeah.
So I was looking to see how much it would cost Pittsburgh to move up. Yeah, I would guess.
Yeah, I like the little trade chart. That's kind of tight. Ed said Pickett. Pickett. Seth says it's a wide receiver.
Is Jacob Willingham a Commanders fan?
Yes, he is. He is a Commanders fan. And Malik Willis going in there. Yeah, Jacob is a big Commanders fan. He's also a big Ole Miss fan. So I've been joking with him about Corral going to the Commanders. He would get the double shot.
A dream, yeah. I think you trade up here. I think it's to get a quarterback. Would you trade up? You want your guy? They've identified their guy. If it's Corral, if it's Pickett, if it's Willis, they want him, and they moved up to get him.
I was telling you and John, Brett Michaels was on Mark Madden yesterday, and it was revealed that his daughter dated Matt Corral for a little bit, and they're still good friends.
Hilarious.
So he's been kind of campaigning for the Steelers to take Corral. He said he's got that, quote, Pittsburgh grit. So little insight, if that happens. And Brett Michaels did say, he goes, I don't want to influence the draft. I have faith in the Steelers to make the pick, but he goes, my personal experience. But no, is this Saints trade up to get a quarterback? There's Corral right there.
I don't know who they'd be jumping over. They'd be jumping over. I see. It makes more sense if you're trying to get a receiver because they're jumping over to Philadelphia.
Yeah,
And
Seth say he thinks the wide receiver because
Minnesota.
they could have chilled where they're at and got a quarterback.
Yeah, because I think it's Jameson here or Olave.
True, but I've seen teams trade up just to guarantee they get their guy.
Oh yeah, I mean you have the year that Trubisky was, the year Trubisky was picked number 2 overall. If you like your guy, you go get your guy.
I'd like to hear what they gave up.
I love this LeBron commercial because it reminds me of like my teenage years, like the CD magazine thing, and this was totally.
The CGI is crazy. Look how real that young LeBron looks.
Yeah, I still regret not going to see LeBron when he was in the area in high school.
Did he play at Newcastle?
Yes, he played at Newcastle. I wish I could have went. I could return.
I knew that.
Yeah,
Because I saw him in Cleveland a couple times.
Yeah, and then he was he played in Pittsburgh before as a high school and in Newcastle.
Did St. Vincent St. Mary's play Newcastle and they probably beat them by like 100?
Something like that, yeah.
Even though Newcastle was pretty good, beat them by
I
like
want to
50.
see. I think Merce went to that game.
Merce, I thought Merce might be on here tonight. Hopefully he hops on. He was a part of our last one.
I actually talked to Merce about
hail to Pitt, Bill Taylor. I agree.
No, yeah, Bill's my dude. We've been trolling Jeff Parker about Pickett, and so Bill's been really into it. It's funny.
Mike Shuttleworth says
Parker's,
Olave.
He's an anti. Somebody get me bust me a cold one here.
Olave to the Saints here for moving up, I think is what Mike said.
The Saints.
Yeah, they don't want to have another injured wide receiver beyond Michael Thomas. You could just take Olave.
There we go. Finally in.
The pick has been recorded.
They took forever. You moved up. You know who you're picking. Just submit it.
The card has been handed to the commish.
I miss Paul Tagliabue. I liked his voice. With the
nasally voice.
With the 3rd pick in the NFL draft. That's my childhood growing up watching.
My favorite one is him saying the 11th overall pick in the 2004 NFL draft. The Pittsburgh Steelers select Ben Roethlisberger.
Pete Rozelle was fun. Before our time, Pete Rozelle was
quarterback John Elway of
quarterback
Stanford.
John Elway, Stanford.
Kyle Brady, tight end.
Jets fans.
Rozelle. Pete Rozelle.
Yeah, I think all the Jets picks that were so bad.
No, Pete Rozelle was the voice to my doom. The Miami Dolphins select quarterback Dan Marino, University of Pittsburgh. There was
Pittsburgh Steelers select Gabe Rivera.
Who didn't read over me? But the Steelers he would have beat everybody.
Yeah, probably.
He beat the Steelers his first year as starter.
So the
let's go Pels. They got the Pelicans little job in there.
Are they still alive with Phoenix? Is that 2-2 that series?
I think so. John, is that 2-2 in that
without
series?
Zion?
3-2.
Pels are up.
They were not.
Pelicans up or no?
No.
Phoenix is up.
Devin Booker.
Okay, I got to cover something.
Well, for a young team,
nice, cool. Oh, here we go.
They're actually playing right now. Pelicans are up by 3.
The Pelicans are
trying to force a game 7.
Yeah.
So we're seeing Seth in the comments says they gave up their first round pick, 3rd, and a 4th round pick.
Parker's on suicide watching the Steelers draft the QB. Pickett is Sean Clifford. Pickett is Sean Clifford.
Oh, okay. Let's be here. He's a little better than Sean Clifford.
He might be Andy Dalton.
Sean, he's a big Penn State guy, so you would appreciate that, Joe. He's a Penn State guy.
That was pretty funny, though.
Seth's saying a 3rd and a 4th to the Washington in this trade.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, we're gonna do.
I think it's got to be Jameson. I think that
Tony Gonzalez.
Is that
Tony Gonzalez?
Is that Dante Hall?
It's been a long time since.
Or no, that's a Charger guy.
Yeah,
it's a Charger guy. Yeah.
That's Austin Eckler and Tony Gonzalez.
Exactly. I didn't see the Charger guy on the right.
I still watch Dante Hall highlight videos.
Oh, he's insane. He was the Hester before Hester.
Yeah, he had that 7-game stretch that was just insanity.
Yeah. Remember, Hall was great until he went to the Rams. He was traded to the Rams, and then he was done after that. Yeah.
Well, he had that one receiving touchdown where he juked like 19 people. I can't remember. It was one of the crazy. He took a step and he stopped and jumped back. Like it's one of the craziest cuts I've ever saw.
You don't want to get John and I talking about early 2000s wide receivers. We'll start talking about Fred X, Freddie Mitchell.
Mushin Muhammad.
Muhammad.
One of my favorite dudes.
These are the dumbest things. Just let Goodell do the pick. Oh my goodness. And these Raider fans are booing the crap out of the Chiefs and Chargers.
Yeah.
He just looks like a generic person. He looks he doesn't have a lot of features.
Or like Artie Lang would be shredding these guys right now.
Announce the pick.
White guy to the left.
Announce the pick.
I'm sure the Raiders fans are loving Austin Eckler right now. I don't care what game's gonna happen in October.
Nobody ever cares about the celebrity people announcing. It's the worst part of the draft by far. So just get to the pick. We don't care.
Oh, great. Good job.
Listen, Tony, you won nothing. It's not your fault.
This is why we'll be up till 11.
The rivalries are over.
Fred, this is why we'll be up till 11.
Honestly, it's still going pretty fast, I think, for when it didn't start on
He's
time
Tony
either.
Gonzalez ever beat. Where are his gold medals? Oh, the schedule release. Oh, I know this. You know, was Mark Madden say yank it and crank it?
What's up, Zach? Zach Gallagher's on.
Yeah, Zach's a good dude. Okay, the Saints.
Man, it is Olave.
It's Chris
Mike
Olave.
Shuttleworth again. I'm just
Okay.
Bronson, take the mics off. Mike Shuttleworth take over.
Huh?
Mike Shuttleworth just take over the broadcast.
Oh, he's the man.
I'm gonna give myself a correct pick on this since I did have the rules.
Okay, Seth just announced that. All right, hold on. I haven't seen it yet, Seth. He's ruining everything for us. He's probably on Twitter.
Stop talking to him.
He said Detroit just traded up to the 12th pick.
Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos.
I haven't seen anything yet. So that's it. I actually had one trade. John, I had a trade. I had the Packers trading it for Olave.
Another trade. Detroit moves up
yeah,
to.
Seth just called it. He's being the worst. He's going on Twitter. He's reading this crap on Twitter. That's like remember block him from the chat.
On your
This is
phone,
like-
Seth. You could. I mean, phone,
Yeah,
one desktop.
When the Kraken had the expansion draft, Frank texted me at work. He's like, don't go on social media. They're ruining the picks already. Like they're leaking out during the day. So I literally didn't go on social media the entire day. And when ESPN did the show,
I was so mad. I saw every Kraken pick.
Yeah,
I just couldn't stay off social media. ESPN took heat for that.
Yeah, I was so mad at that when you told me you're like stay off social media. They're leaking the picks out. Olave is there. Yeah, turn around. You get your name on the jersey.
So Michael Thomas falling off the earth is why Olave's picked here.
Yeah,
Mr. Slant Route.
John, I have to ask you this, Frank. Is this a quarterback?
I think it has to be Willis.
Detroit.
Once they
Yeah, I
bring
mean
James-
Jared Goff, not long term there. You think they were one of the
Mike's the one that asked us
rumored
first.
picket teams. I want to get one
Ed's
right.
like, how did they
tonight.
make the jersey so fast? Because that's the guy they wanted.
Oh,
baby.
didn't you see it? Channel 4 News showed it. There's a company in Fayette County that sews on the patches real fast.
I did not see that.
They're like Velcro, yeah. They can make it in 60 seconds. They just have a Velcro machine.
I can't imagine.
I'm gonna clear my throat because
Bronson doesn't use the dump button anymore.
I had to use it that time.
It didn't work. Your dump button hasn't been working
Oh,
on the other
there's a button
episodes.
right here. Listen, if there's any sponsors out there that want to sponsor this podcast, give me a new microphone, new switchboard, get Frank a new head. Let's go, baby.
We can start a GoFundMe and see what happens.
Go Buffy. Pepsi, come on, Pepsi. Bush beer, I got Bush beer right here. Let's go, babe.
Bronson, cover that up. Put duct tape over that. We can't show that. Cease and desist order.
Bush
See, he
beer
thinks
and
James-
Pepsi
he's thinking
are not
wide
affiliated
receiver.
anyway
I
with
kind of
Excellent
agree.
Sports. sportscaster affiliates and conglomerate sponsors, etc., etc. There you go.
See, I agree with McShay here. I think this is Jameson Williams.
Is this Jameson
He's
Williams?
thinking wide receiver because of the run. I can kind of see that. I just don't know why they would trade up for Willis when you go.
If it is Willis, then
the
this
end
is
of the
gonna
first.
blow everything up. This is good. This is
I think Williams is. I mean, he's the best prospect left. That's makes sense to me.
Bronson, you have to tell the story about McDonald's not using like sports teams' names. Remember that story?
no. That was my family video one where we weren't
Family
allowed
video.
to say the
Because
Super Bowl.
Mike Shuttleworth said, "Yeah, your shirt shouldn't say Steelers; it should say Pittsburgh football
Pittsburgh
because
football.
that's a
I have to go to
trademark name."
What's that knockoff sports store at the mall across from FYE?
Or
They said
anything
it
at
was
the
like-
South Side, like or at the Strip District.
Pittsburgh
I mean,
football, Pittsburgh hockey.
anything at the Strip District can't say Steelers. It's like go Pittsburgh.
That's a good anti-political correct though. Nick DiPaolo, he goes, well, what better woman to tell you about a 4-3 defense in the read option than a nice young Jewish gal named Susie Colbert.
Send your complaints to Next Level Sportscast.
I
PO
know.
Box 394.
Fun. Everyone knows I love everybody.
Bronson
I
got
love-
canceled on Thanksgiving. If some of you don't
No.
remember,
Because
I hate everybody.
John hates. I have nothing but love in my heart for everybody.
Bronson got cancel cultured on
I
Thanksgiving.
got canceled on Thanksgiving because I went off about people. The McDonald's drive-through wrapped around on the day they were closed.
Oh,
Yeah, I got attacked.
why? Because people are stupid, or because
I didn't say that. It's on Philly Bronson. Did
I
not
mean,
say that.
that's-
John Young said that. I didn't say that.
people are stupid?
Nah,
Why?
that Jeff reached out to me and said that.
As
maybe
somebody
Mark-
who went to the McDonald's at like New Year's when they were closed, I didn't sit in the drive-through though. I just
Yeah.
drive around and see if there's anybody there. You know, like it's
the
all
pick is in here. What's gonna happen, guys?
In
Now,
division.
would the Vikings get back here?
Willis or Jameson. Yeah.
There it
There's
is.
Jameson.
John's right. They got Jameson Williams here.
What a
There's
draft for
Willis
receivers
is
so
very
far.
much alive for Pittsburgh here.
My goodness.
The
Did
Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia trade up with Houston? They must have, 'cause Houston was
Yeah, Houston was up. Now it's Philadelphia.
This might be
So many receivers.
Actually,
So the Steelers getting a receiver at 20 is not looking
Huh?
good.
Jermaine Johnson,
Maybe.
3 straight wide receivers, folks.
McDuffie,
Oh.
maybe.
Seth was saying the NFL Network's ahead of this coverage.
If you're watching, put on Channel 4.
Yeah. Well, we did it because when Frank
Easier
and I
to sync.
when Frank and I do shows and we try to watch the Penguins game, like my AT&T Sportsnet's always ahead of his, and it's tough to kind of get us on the same page. So the Channel 4, the WTAE feed is pretty on point with both of us. So it allows
Because
us
it's
to
coming
work.
over the air through antenna, not
Yeah.
cable.
So, and right now Todd's best available is Kyle Hamilton. And John, that's who I had the Vikings taking had they had stayed in that position.
Same here. Yeah.
So
His name is
Somebody-
Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton.
Jordan Davis still out
What's
there.
up, Jess? You the man, dog. I miss you. I get we got some people watching this thing.
Yeah, you missed Mark Kreis was on too.
No, I
saying
saw
hello.
Christ is on there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like, catch up with everyone.
Look at
That's mocking us because
Seth is hilarious.
It's all right. I didn't,
I mean, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not getting anything spoiled for me at all.
yeah,
So I don't follow the specific beat writers for certain teams.
The
for
beats.
the draft, you know. Like,
the beats. And this is probably a good time to say that next week we will probably do a short show, if at all. I think Frank, we got to come back. We got to come next week and preview the playoffs, the NHL
Yeah.
playoffs. So stay tuned for that. And like I said, with Frank, kind of he's going to be taking a little bit of a every other week thing here. It's getting an opportunity to get people on, maybe guest hosts. Mike's definitely a guy I want to get on because I feel like we, other than our hockey talk, Frank, we and him could really get some good hockey talk in.
I need to turn mine down. Probably.
Now, who's this guy? Oh, okay, he looks like he's way too serious. Like he takes things way too
I don't know
seriously.
who that
Pete
is.
Thamel. Never heard of
Yeah,
him.
he's way too serious with this right now. We need, like, you know,
I don't know. Did the
yeah,
Eagles
it looks
trade?
like Houston and Philly swap picks here.
Okay.
Probably for fourth, I would say, fifth, something like that.
You think Davis goes next pick?
Philly could potentially take him.
Yeah,
That could
I have Philly
actually-
taking him actually.
That could be, yeah, that could definitely.
So
be.
Jameson Williams, obviously, he tore his ACL in the national title game. So obviously, there's going to be a slow road for him to come back. I don't know what his estimated time of return is. Is that going to be around the time probably he'll probably start the year in the pup. You'd have to think.
He's probably not going to miss the whole year.
Yeah, but he probably starts in the
He
pup.
might, yeah. He probably.
What do you think,
But I
Frank?
mean, it's Detroit.
Yeah. It's the trick.
They're not going to compete this year. Anyway.
Did Frank fade out or what?
No, I'm here. I'm checking my phone,
Oh,
seeing how the
you can't
feed looks
scare me
on.
like that, Frank.
I was seeing how the feed was looking on mobile.
Yeah, Mike. We were talking about Davis going to the Ravens too, but maybe
I
the
hope
Eagles
not,
will-
because that would just. I want him so
Ice
bad, and then
Cube.
it for the Steelers' chief rival to get him would just put a
Yeah,
poor
that'd be
taste in
a
my
Do they?
mouth.
Huh?
They don't have a pick in the first round, do they?
Who does?
Vegas. They don't.
They do not.
Okay.
Neither does the Colts, and neither does
Well, that's
Rams.
anticlimactic for their fans. That
Yeah.
stinks.
Ice Cube. All I kept thinking about is how popular he was when NASCAR did the race at the Coliseum. He got some big heat from NASCAR fans.
They brought out all the LA royalty.
Yeah. Tom Brady's doing his Tony Stark commercial here for. No, I thought it was Tom Brady. They did that where he plugs the thing in his chest in the Hertz commercial.
Bronson, have you seen any of the Man in the Arena?
I'm not.
We're getting to a pretty cheap range to trade up if Pittsburgh is going to trade up.
Yeah, I've not seen Man in the Arena. I will watch it. I watched. I was really into Tom versus Tom when I was on Facebook, but I'm sure I'll get to Man in the Arena eventually.
It's very much like the Last Dance,
Yeah,
and I took that personally.
a lot of Tom Brady butthurt and a lot of pettiness. I mean, did Michael Jordan invite the guy that beat him out on the high school team to his Hall of Fame? Like, I heard that story.
I definitely believe it. I've never heard that story, but it's very believable.
Yeah. That's why Jordan. That's why Isaiah Thomas wasn't on the Dream Team.
He's so competitive. Did you see the SNL sketch where Key and Peele plays him? And
Yeah, I
it was
did.
so funny. Throwing quarters.
Yeah,
Michael, I can't. I got nothing left, Michael.
Jordan. I wasn't able to get an autograph when I met Michael Jordan at the Lemieux Invitational, but like I don't have any physical proof to show that I met him, but I did get a chance to meet Michael Jordan at Lemieux's golf tournament. And he was a very gracious guy. And I get to shake his hand. I wish I could have kept the imprint or something, but yeah, I once shook hands with Michael Jordan.
Wow.
And I watched Charles Barkley take the worst golf swing I've ever seen. That was a good one. And Jim McMahon plays golf without shoes on. I remember that. And I remember what else I remember with that golf tournament. I remember the guy behind me kept heckling Carson Daly because Carson Daly played in that tournament too. He was like, this guy's a bum. How did he mess things up with Tara Reid and Jennifer Love Hewitt? And then there we go. So the pick is in for the Philadelphia Eagles.
This commercial break has taken forever, it seems like.
Yeah. I mean, the Eagles, their picks have been, they've had a couple stunners. Obviously, a couple years ago with the surprise pick of Jalen Hurts in the second round. That was a huge one. And now he's their starting quarterback. Obviously, Mr. Wentz has gone on to, was now back in the division. And I guess Ice Cube's joining the show now. So now we're going to push this pick back even more. There we go, Frank. You said it. All this stuff's going to push all these picks back, and we're going to be here talking
Special
midnight.
guest every pick, people on stage. Just, ugh.
You know what else I miss too? And maybe this is not the popular opinion, John, and Frank, if you agree with me. I miss when the draft was just on the weekend.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah,
Saturday, Sunday. It started at noon and it went all day.
I mean, I like the one round on a Thursday night prime time. I do, but it was kind of you would just have your Saturday free. It'd kind of be
Yeah.
laid back. It was kind of fun.
I literally just like, curled up on the couch and just watched it all day.
Now it's like you got to go to work tomorrow. It's like, how late do I stay up?
I'm lucky. I'm so lucky to have a day off tomorrow. I never get a Friday off. Obviously, working in a bank, I don't get Fridays off, so I'm lucky to have it off tomorrow. So shout out to my coworker Pam, who needed another day off, so I was able to have Friday off tomorrow. So she the real MVP.
While we have time, Bronson, let's go over the best available. ESPN has Kyle Hamilton, Jordan Davis, Jermaine Johnson II, defensive end.
That's who John thinks his pick could possibly be.
Trent McDuffie, corner, Washington. Trevor Penning, the big mean tackle from Northern Iowa. Small school, but everybody loved him at the Senior Bowl. He's a big, tough
he
kid.
was a big hit at the Senior Bowl for sure.
And then Nakobe Dean out there, if he's around for the Steelers. Devin Lloyd, one of the two inside linebackers.
I like Devin Lloyd a lot.
I can see, but if a quarterback, if Willis is gone, the Steelers could shift their attention to one of those linebackers. Then there's Devontae Wyatt too, the other Georgia lineman. So,
another pick where we got to do stuff now.
18 people on stage. I like Leiderbaum, the center from Iowa too. Linderbaum. There's going to be somebody good for the Steelers available.
Oh my gosh, Frank.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, these are all like good for all these kids and stuff and all the causes that they're showing, but like it's a little much.
Wait till tomorrow to do this.
Yeah. Just let them be up there and get screen time and do the pick. Like, don't do a 30-second, 60-second speech about them. Like, it's enough that they're up there.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Here we go. Jordan Davis. There's the pick. And I had this one, John. I don't know if it was the right spot number, but I did have them going to the Eagles.
I'm sad.
Do I get a 0.5? Are we giving that 0.5 out?
Well, he's not a Raven. Let's rejoice in the fact.
Okay.
Let's rejoice in the fact he's not a Baltimore Raven.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not a Raven too, Frank.
Look at that suit. It looks like he's wearing a like a Miss America sash.
Miss America sash. No, you know what he looks like? He reminds me of that. What was that? What's that cologne commercial where he had like the ribbon against his thing? Oh my gosh.
The Vikings traded that 12th pick and the 46th pick for the 32nd, 34th, and 66th.
Okay.
That is not.
And the Ravens already have the card in.
Not very good.
That's okay. Roger Goodell's going to bring up something like children's
choir.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Joining me now is the Las Vegas Youth Choir to sing a 4-minute rendition before the pick.
That's terrible. That's a really bad trade.
Well, that's like, what was it, the year the Steelers took Terrell Edmonds? A lot of people felt that Pittsburgh wanted to trade out of that first round, but that was the year they brought Shazier on stage and felt that they had to keep the pick so they could do the whole Shazier walking across the stage to do the pick. I'm like, what's
that red stripe is slimming. Maybe that's why he's doing it.
I gotta do a little math here, a little quick math.
He knows that suit reminds me of. It's like a reverse color scheme of the Mountie, like the rest of the Mountie. It'd be red on black.
Look at the swag.
He's on it. No, I thought wasn't the talk was they were gonna do like they're gonna get little floats and go across the river or something on the.
Yeah, I thought this was on the Bellagio fountain.
I think it might be on there, but I mean, no. Look at Goodell hugs these guys. We're like, oh, probably.
Are these his little brothers? They're showing his little brothers.
I'll be suspending this guy. I'll be suspending this. Whatever.
So the Vikings won that trade by roughly 300 points, which is a low second round pick. Which is pretty hilarious. So the Vikings lost that trade. I mean, I'm sorry. They lost that trade by roughly 300 points.
Yeah.
Todd.
What's up, Frank?
I was just thinking about Todd.
Frank Caliendo. My friend, it was mentioned Alan. Alan said I could be the next Caliendo. I'm like, I can't do that. He's got a tremendous talent. I can't have all the voices talk to me at the same time.
Philadelphia Eagles.
I know the Ravens instantly turned their pick in, so it must not have affected their board at all.
They probably had Davis, and then they had a plan B ready to go. What's Baltimore need?
The big boy, Jordan. This is who I wanted Pittsburgh to take, Frank. John.
I need to look up NFL draft needs. What does Baltimore need?
The Malik Willis dream is alive. It's very alive.
Oh my gosh, the Malik Willis dream.
It's very alive.
Or nightmare.
I've been advocating for them to draft a quarterback for the last decade, so
big Teddy handshake. I love you.
Oh Ravens need linebacker, edge rusher, D tackle.
I have the Ravens taking a linebacker. I do believe.
So there you go. There's all those linebackers out there. They need guard, corner, and receiver. They need a lot. So
no, I have them taking. I had them taking the safety. I had them taking Daxton Hill.
So based on that need list, this could be McDuffie.
But this is also this was
the corner from Washington, McDuffie.
Yeah, it could be McDuffie. Yeah, maybe.
Kyle Hamilton keeps slipping.
I had Baltimore. That was the trade I had with Green Bay. So I had the Baltimore Ravens really picking the back. So to put perspective on that pick there that I had for the mock.
Nakobe Dean, Devontae Wyatt, one of the Georgia players right here, maybe.
Yeah.
Go back to back with Jordan Davis. We're back to Ice Cube. Guaranteed Chris Fowler's in shorts. I saw him at the Cincinnati Tennis Open. He literally wears a suit jacket and he had like mesh shorts on with
like jorts or whatever, like Pat McAfee wears or whatever.
No, they were just like basketball shorts.
Chris Fowler.
They look good from the waist up.
Every time I think of Chris Fowler, I think of that abysmal train wreck of him hosting the Kraken expansion draft. I'm trying to pretend like he knew stuff about hockey.
I think Marshawn Lynch knew more.
Yeah, now he's a minority owner of the Kraken. Is right. Marshawn Lynch?
Saw him driving the Zamboni like it was a golf cart.
Yeah, this is my boy right here, big boy right here.
Bronson likes the big ones. He relates to them.
I cheer for the people who look the most like me, Frank. I wish I had his hair, but I don't. I like the bow tie. I like the work of the bow tie. Got his Georgia logo, and a little shout out to Gal Marini there. He's a big dogs guy. I was so happy.
I guess the suit's Georgia colors too. I just think
I was so happy for Galman when they won the national title. He's had heartbreak for years being a Dogs fan. Here we go. There it is. Kyle Hamilton is a Raven now.
They had to take best available. They just did. Like, he looks young.
So Houston's on the right here. Okay, got it, man. And I have Houston taking Trent McDuffie. So that seems very. So it's an EU. Atlanta, Georgia. I lived in.
Yeah, you don't like to see that as a Steelers fan. That's a good pick by Baltimore.
The Texans pick is in.
Good pick by Baltimore.
It's like you get encouraged, Frank, with these picks being turned in early, but then we got to do the pomp and circumstance. Then we got to wait. He's in like John. Hamilton could all. He can get in the box too.
Yeah, I think he's a lot better in the box. He's not very fast, but he's a good player. I don't. He might not measure well, but he's just a really good player.
Yeah, he's right there. This is Cincinnati, so you got against Desmond Ridder. Remember Cincinnati won that game. I remember watching that game when the Cincinnati beat Notre Dame. That's one of the few games I watched, the big time Notre Dame games I watched. Kyle Hamilton is a Raven. Texans pick is in with the Washington Commanders on deck. Frank's deep in thought. I can see him.
Checking social media. Because I know we have like 20 minutes till the next pick.
Well, the Raven fans there in Vegas with some Steeler fans behind there. I love it. Got colors like Shannon Sharp.
These are the Hamilton parents, I think.
Skip. I always take a little bit of Shannon Sharp sayings. My favorite one he ever said was, they say every dog has his day, and since I'm a big dog, I get 2 days. Bull jive is a nice stuff from his too, and I have to keep it PG.
I don't know if it's true, Bronson, but in our comments, we're getting updated that Hollywood Brown has been traded from Baltimore to Arizona.
2 people have reported it, so John,
Yeah.
we'll go with it.
Ed Anarumo, our resident
Hollywood
Adam
Brown has been
Schefter.
traded to the Cardinals.
Ed Anarumo got that direct from Schefter, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Ed reported and said Ed said it's from Schefter.
No, I was making that up.
Hollywood Brown.
They're not announcing it on Channel 4 at all.
The Raiders don't have a pick, so we'll stuff Ice Cube down their throats for a couple picks here. Here we go. The commission's up.
With the
Kenyon Green.
A little bit of reach-a-rooney there.
Little reach-a-rooney, says JYD, the infamous JYD.
Bronson, the podcast is official. Alan Reiner has joined.
But they did move back.
Oh, it is the man. The man. The man.
What's the segment? What's the segment called? Reiner's.
No, it's Action Al. It's
Action Al. Action Al's joined us.
That's my big boy right there, Kenyon Green.
I heard about Action Al's.
The Commanders are on the clock. Oh wow. Mike's reporting that they gave up a first for Brown.
Anything for an Antonio Brown relative is an overpay.
That would be a lot. That's a lot for Marquise Brown. I would rather take fucking Dotson at 23 than give up my first round pick for fucking Marquise Brown.
Yeah, sorry about the language. Yeah, language. Listen,
I'm not used to it.
That's fine. Listen, I told you when we had Justin McConnell on our podcast, it was like 3 hours of it. We had to put it like split, which it's fine. Whatever. He's funny. It was funny because and I hope Justin comes on again because that's probably one of our highest rated shows. He's like 10 minutes, that's it, and he was 2.5 hours later. He was still on. That's great. So it's a great show, and that'd be one of the more fun shows I've ever had with him on there.
Oh yeah,
because
it was our anniversary show. It was our 1 year.
Yeah, Justin just gives his opinion. I love it. Like
number 100, and so what? Like early fourth round pick.
Is that what it was?
It was the first rounder for an early fourth in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Or late third. I can't really.
Late third in Hollywood, so they get something with it. Okay.
Still not.
No. I know. I'm just trying to.
That's kind of crazy.
I'm waiting for Walt to grade that. Nobody gives the grade the Millen on Kabasa grade. LaMelo's cereal, John. LaMelo's. How about I had no idea? How about this for trivia, John and Frank? I had no idea LeVar Ball played in NFL Europe. I saw that.
He played football?
Yeah, he I guess he had a football. He obviously he's a basketball player, but yeah, LeVar Ball played in NFL Europe.
Hilarious.
I did not know that.
He his kids had to hate him when he was doing his thing.
Oh, he was hilarious.
LaMelo's turned out to be like the best one. He's awesome.
Yeah. Where's Lonzo's with the Bulls, right? Or is he somewhere else again? Yeah, he's with the Blues.
Lonzo's good. LiAngelo didn't pan out. He's the third one. He
Okay.
only made it to the G League, and then LaMelo's just lighting it up in his second year. He's like a human highlight reel.
Yeah, he's with the Hornets, right?
Hornets, yeah. He's just every night there's a crazy pass or something.
Yeah.
First guy I've seen with passes like that since White Chocolate Jason Williams.
White Chocolate. I love White Chocolate. Jason
He's the
Williams.
best.
The man. Sacramento Kings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Grizzlies after that, but made his hay with the Kings.
Jason Williams was one of my favorites. I do admit that.
Yep.
I used to always like, you know who else I used to like the early 90s? Kendall Gill, because he was on that episode of My Brother and Me on Nickelodeon. Kendall Gill. Some 90s NBA. I know Ed Anarumo. I'm watching your name, Ed. I have no excuse. I only have one Bush here so far. I know he'd be in on the 90s NBA talk. Him and Mike, they'd be on.
I loved growing up. The NBA of the 90s was so good. And then I've lost track now, but man, it was the superstars we grew up with. Ewing, Iverson,
I was always a big
Jordan, Payton, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
Like all those good Knicks teams, Rockets teams, Bulls, Jazz.
Larry Johnson on the Hornets.
The league had so much parity.
Yeah.
Until the Lakers three-peated, I was like so sick of it. But
the Lakers, yeah.
Check out that show on Saturday mornings with Ahmad Rashad, like Inside NBA.
Inside the NBA. So now we're back here. We got the little RG3. Speaking of the 10 years ago, RG3, the number 2 overall pick. But a team now known as the Commanders.
With his Sonic and Knuckles socks.
David Pollock. Pollock was an NFL washout, right? Too. He wasn't in the NFL very long.
Got injured. Yeah.
Cincinnati? Was he in Cincinnati? Yeah.
He got serious neck injury.
Yeah.
Did you see Seth's theory in the comments, Bronson? Baltimore trying to open up to get Deebo Samuel now.
Oh, maybe.
It's his thought, but his prediction.
Seth thinks they might be trying to get Deebo.
Move out Brown, get a pick.
Oh, maybe.
Breezy there in Vegas, huh?
Yeah.
Is that the Golden Nugget behind there? Beer Park. I feel like I definitely would have loved to be there, but then like I also would get very cranky and annoyed just with all those people like shoulder to shoulder.
We got the Steelers picked us, so it wouldn't be that bad.
Oh, there's Commanders with they tried to put a Redskins looking logo there.
Yeah, they're probably on top of all that.
There was
Sean Taylor tribute towel. Look at that.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Commanders are up. The commission's on the podium.
No idea what to pick here. Oh,
there it is.
They took Dotson.
Jahan Dotson for Penn State.
It's a little high for him, but he's good. He's talented.
Shout out Jake Willingham. He was making the pick. It was going to be Malik Willis.
And this is a wide receiver draft is what we can call this. I mean, that's like 6 or 7 already out of 16. Look at that house party is that Jahan?
Yeah.
So he's a Penn State guy and he doesn't go far. DC, a lot of Penn State ties there. That's a recruiting hotbed for James Franklin in that DC area. So this is kind of
remember when Evan Royster was in Washington? He was in Washington, former Penn State running back. Although he's wearing Giants.
Oh yeah, they always whip those out. Remember, John Tavares is the one that worked out.
Yeah.
To the Maple Leafs. Committed to UCLA before Penn State. He got. They always show these tragedies.
Yeah. I was gonna say a joke. That's not right. The pick is in for the Chargers.
Was it going to be about Jason Pierre-Paul?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Hey, he's a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
My left nose starting to get clogged up a little bit. I had to pop a Claritin in here.
Bronson recently coming off his non-COVID IL.
Yeah.
They will always be the football team to me. Ed Anarumo.
The football team. Go Commies. Hey, it's too much. He's hilarious.
Bronson calls them the football team still a lot of.
Yeah, I like it better than the Commanders. Like,
Chargers go. Go, Chargers go.
I miss it not being San Diego so I can do the Gus Johnson San Diego Superchargers.
He's got getting away from the cop speed.
Here we go, Frank. Zion Johnson, John. There it
Guard
is.
Boston College. I haven't seen him on many boards. That's a jump.
I had Arizona taking him.
If you're gonna I never understood this. If you're gonna pick a guy that's like rated 30th, why didn't you try trade down?
Yeah, but you know,
I mean, they could have tried.
If you want your guy, you go get your guy.
I guess
Zion Johnson's the pick here.
Well, he's walking with a purpose. I like it.
That makes sense. That's a good pick.
So the birds are back on the clock. Except they are trading the pick to the Eddie Anarumo. Let's go, baby! The Titans have split up.
What?
Oh, AJ Brown's going back in the steal.
AJ Brown's going back.
Yeah.
What? Wow. What?
That's a shocker.
We're trading AJ Brown. What are they gonna take here?
Yeah, AJ Brown to Philadelphia.
So this is another receiver. Who's out there left? You have to think they'll draft a receiver.
Yeah.
If they're trading AJ Brown, they're going to pick a receiver. There's only Treylon Burks from the Arkansas receiver.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
And they're not getting Julio Jones back either. So this is talking about overhauling your receiving core. Are they in on Debo? Are they in on Debo?
Titans about to take a QB.
Just the 18th overall pick. Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh no! Is this really?
And a third rounder?
Oh my God!
What?
A lot of reports are saying this could be a quarterback here.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Tannehill's replacement. It ain't going to be Pickett because Tannehill's there a few more years, isn't he? So this would be Willis possibly to sit for a few years under Tannehill.
Why would you? What? That's so stupid. Why would you trade up for a quarterback when you just traded your only offensive weapon?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
That'd be funny. Holy shit.
Titans on the cusp of a Super Bowl, and they're now they're talking rebuild.
There's no way. I would not trade Malik Willis for AJ Brown straight up.
The pick is in for the Tennessee Titans.
Goodell really knocked out 16 and 17 fast. I hope he keeps going this
pace. Please keep it going. Yeah, we're already at 20. It's 10 o'clock. We're almost
going to commercial.
Oh, come on. What's up? You gotta get some ads in. Gotta pay the bills, kid.
So Philly got really good. Jordan Davis, AJ Brown.
How much are you paying Tannehill for that? How long? Like what?
Yeah.
You trade your only receiver. All right, I'm very confused. This is Willis. I mean, whatever. That's pretty funny.
More and more like the Steelers are going to get Malik Willis here. There's only a couple picks to go.
No, I don't want to be right.
I mean, either.
To try to psych myself out, psych it from what happening.
And I wanted, I had the dreams of Pickett to the Steelers for months and months, and it just doesn't seem realistic now, and they just love Willis.
God, did the Steelers take Kenny Pickett? I'm just leaving. I'm just rage.
I'm just rage. Oh my God. Bill Taylor is so funny. He's like he went to see Jeff Parker lose his marbles.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if they take Kenny Pickett at 20.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to see it, but like the fan in me would love to see the image of it, but I don't want to.
If we're picking somebody that's not going to help us, we better tank next year.
I'm going out, but I'm not watching the draft. The rest of
we could get a live draft gold if the Steelers take Pickett here.
If the Steelers blow this pick, we better tank and get.
Down like 8 spots, then Pickett, whatever.
I want C.J. Stroud next year, or Bryce Young.
Yeah, I definitely want a quarterback next year.
We'd have to tank.
I like Willis. I take Willis here. If Willis is there, I would take him.
The pick is in.
Seth
some Star Trek show here.
What
does Seth say?
He says he thinks Malik Willis here.
This could
How
be the.
many shows can we reboot?
That? What's that? What's up? Oh,
no. How many shows can get rebooted?
What's that saying at draft day when Frank Langella calls Kevin Costner? He's like, Sonny, why do people like to go to water parks? Because they like to get wet. So make a splash. If you don't make a splash, Sonny, if you don't make a splash, then I have to.
I'm already so confused. AJ Brown for this pick is not equal value whatsoever. No matter who they took, it doesn't even matter who they take. It's a bad trade, I would say. Especially for Philly, they need a receiver so bad. They could not have done any better for that pick, honestly.
AJ Brown and Devontae Smith in the same receiving core now.
Yeah. I'll tell you one guy who's happy with that trade. That's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
No excuses from now. He already had good receivers there, but
really just Devontae Smith, but
I think
Jalen
Goddard's a good tight end. There you go.
Holy moly.
Holy moly. The Vegas strip there, yeah. Vegas needs some good news, Frank. Their Golden Knights missed the playoffs yesterday, so.
Boy, yeah, what a collapse. The second team that should have kept Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah. They got bitten. The Penguins got bit by the Tristan Jarry injury, and unfortunately Vegas got bit by the Robin Lehner injury, so.
And Robin Lehner also kind of being a head case, not to make fun of his mental health, but I'm not. He is a little bit off the rocker.
Yeah. So the first pick and the third pick for AJ Brown.
So it's AJ Brown, not Deebo Samuel, and no, we didn't see the Hollywood Brown one reported yet.
Philly
I know our friend said that in the comments, but I haven't seen that pop up anywhere yet.
Yeah, DJ, I think Tom likes Willis too. Shuddy's under press for you, Ed. It looks like AJ Brown got a deal too. Philly's getting, it's like a sign and trade thing.
Right, yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, I do see that the trade is on. That trade did happen. Hollywood Brown.
Jesus, that would be funny.
Here's the pick for the commish. Treylon Burks is the pick here.
I said that because if you're going to trade a receiver, you're going to draft one.
Yeah, Frank predicted
that's the first one I got right.
Treylon Burks from Arkansas. Wow.
I heard he's a speed burner. But
third round pick for AJ Brown. That is hilarious.
So Treylon Burks goes to the Titans.
They really just don't want to pay AJ Brown, I guess.
They must really not want to pay AJ Brown. I had Burks going to Kansas City, so that's out. So the New Orleans Saints are on the clock. Is there a chance we go quarterback here? Pickett Willis.
Be the first two.
I think we'll go defense or Tyler Smith here.
Yeah.
Every player I saw that they're interested in, quarterback was not one of them.
DJ.
Well, according to Walt, Pickett has no buzz at all.
I know.
Talk to nobody wanted them. So
DJ goes, Pickett's girl could wrestle at WrestleMania. Oh gosh.
So the Saints hold the Steelers hostage here to say trade up one spot.
Pull the Sonny Weaver from draft day.
We're taking Willis unless you trade us something.
We're taking Bo Callahan. Say it with me, you pancake eating. You know the rest. So Treylon Burks is a Tennessee Titan. You lose AJ Brown, you get Treylon Burks, and now you get that third round pick. Not it, yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. I guess you just don't want to pay AJ Brown, but structure your roster better. I don't know. Going up big next couple of years.
Looks like Philly didn't have any problem paying him.
No, that's a great deal for Philly.
I'm yawning too, Frankie. There it is. A lot of silence. I'm still like dumbfounded. This is the trade and this is the pick. So I apologize for being a little discombobulated. The Saints have about 2.5 minutes here to make their pick. I wonder if they are talking trade, John.
Maybe. I think they have a lot. They have a lot of people they like here. I think. I mean, traded up for all so I think they really feel like they can still win now with the Ross.
Well, yeah.
That's why I don't think it's going to be.
Well, I think Winston being hurt last year, that's kind of if we had Winston, what could have been?
Immediate help.
Alvin Kamara.
Like Quay Walker or like Tyler Smith or Wyatt, somebody like that.
The pick is in for the New Orleans Saints right now. DJ. Listen, the Steelers' offensive line was atrocious last year. I was willing to go down to the Rooney complex and try out. I mean, it could have been much worse. Shuddy just posted, how's Johnson still there? Suns just eliminated the Pelicans.
Oh, good day.
Yeah.
Good.
They put up a fight.
Pelicans.
Yeah. No Frank's boy, Zion Williamson. That's Frank's boy. He loves Zion.
He is out the whole year.
Yeah.
Zion's
boy. Bronson, I mean, I know we're going to go Willis, but it looks like available to the Steelers is going to be Trevor Penning, Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd, Devontae Wyatt.
Oh, I love all those
I would
guys.
love any of them guys. Tyler Linderbaum. Let's get some O-line. How about David Ajabo falling? David Ajabo from Michigan falling way down.
John,
George Karlaftis put on the other side of TJ Watt. George Karlaftis.
Frank's like reading all the guys that are available now.
Sky Moore, the receiver Sky Moore from Pittsburgh.
Like all these guys sound so good, and I know
it's going to be.
I know if it gets to Pittsburgh, we're going to take Malik Will. I know it.
Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson's still on the board.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Nice juicy pass rusher. I want Willis here. I don't care.
I know you do.
I don't give a fuck.
You're such a mark. You're such a mark. I know you want Willis. You're such a mark. I can't take you.
If it's not if they take Willis right here, then just don't give me Kenny Pickett, and I'll be happy. I don't care. I just don't want Kenny Pickett. If they took, there are a lot of good defensive players on the board. If they play defense here, I wouldn't hate it. I want
because we have to win with defense next year. Like it's Trubisky game managing and win with defense.
Sign down. Take the sign down.
Right. I think we just beef up the defense more too because Trubisky can be a game manager.
Frank, I'm with you.
And we have to win with defense. Take that sign
give
down.
Trubisky a chance, man. Give him a chance.
Mitch Trubisky.
Trubisky.
Willis is going to play for at least a year, probably 2.
The guy already got gold in his teeth already. Look at that.
It's just when you commit to Trubisky, why pick a quarterback? I don't know. I know it's only a couple years.
Yeah.
But, and Willis is young. He's way younger than Pickett.
Well, here it is. They're announcing the pick.
When they drop a ball, and it's going to go off and say it.
Okay, here we go. Here's the pick, guys. Yeah. Here it is, the pick. Trevor Penning.
Penning was on the board. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, that's who Frank mentioned as a possibility for Pittsburgh next pick. I would have liked that pick for Pittsburgh. Absolutely.
Too, yeah.
So there you go, Frank. One guy we liked off the board now.
You somehow got a little bit ahead of me.
We have to move up for him. Come on now.
I haven't moved the TV at all.
20, it's minimum.
Mine must have messed up. Yeah, Penning. I would have liked him in the Steelers. Now we did rebuild our line through free agency a little bit.
Sorry, I need to cut you off.
Tomlin's probably doing victory laps in the war.
Oh, here we go. He's doing dunks here, Frank. You looking at the board right now, Frank?
I'm checking the other channels because we desynced.
Shuddy goes, great. We're stuck with Cordell Jr. now.
Yeah.
Do 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 do
They
do
didn't
do
have to trade up for him, so I can't
do
complain.
do 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 do. Oh, here we go. The Pittsburgh.
We're on the clock, folks. It's 10:15.
The
A little bit ahead of. I thought 10:30.
Steelers.
Steelers on the clock.
Frank, that was my John Facenda.
The Pittsburgh
The
Steelers.
You could take Jermaine Johnson here. It would be pretty spicy.
That'd be cool.
The frozen
spicy.
tundra of Lambeau Field.
No Tyler Smith.
Oh man, Tomlin, Colbert. There's a lot of other players here.
I don't see any universe where this is not.
So
Oh,
Kevin
here we
Colbert,
go. Ready for what's up, Frank?
Kevin Colbert's going to be called a liar here because he said a couple months ago, if Pickett's there at 20, we're taking him. And
He did say
he said it.
Colbert did say that he would take Pickett if he was on the board. But I think he's.
I think Tomlin overruled. Tomlin gets the.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think that's why I always thought it was Willis because I know Tomlin.
They went out for wings, kid. They went out for wings. Trevor Petty, look at him. He's like
The hat don't fit.
So it took him like 90 seconds to make the pick.
And progressive. Steelers pick is in.
The pick is in, John.
And they're a commercial. I mean,
Bill Taylor.
we could go corner here. Trent McDuffie.
Bill Taylor said Pickett. He's like, let's go Pickett.
Oh,
We could go McDuffie here, the corner.
I hope no one ruins this pick. Don't look at the chat.
Hey, Colbert's one
Frank,
of the
stay away
best-
from the chat.
Colbert's one of the
Okay.
best GMs I've ever saw. Don't do this.
I'm not looking at the
end it
chat.
with Kenny Pickett. Come on, man.
Not look at the chat.
Yeah, because people are going to be ahead of us.
Yeah, people are ahead of us. I don't want to see it.
I might turn you on mute too, just so I don't hear.
I'll mute myself, or it's not working. From
No, you can. I can mute you. It's fine.
Oh, great. Okay, Tony Reale.
Just on my end.
I know I'm messing with you. Now we have to watch this. So apparently, this woman's running bleachers. It's gonna get me to get gas at Marathon. Okay, good stuff. Marathon's been. I get the Marathon discount card because I get gas in Ohio, the cheap gas in Ohio.
I think the best player left is actually Karlaftis.
Karlaftis.
The guy from Purdue, and they have him way down the list.
Yeah, John agrees with you there.
But we don't need another edge rusher, I guess. They like what they have in Highsmith.
Yeah.
Man, inside linebacker with Devin Bush being so terrible. Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd.
Devin Bush, Frank. Devin Bush.
You got Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd right here. You got the corner, Trent McDuffie to replace Joe Hayden, long-term shutdown corner.
John also mentioned
I did have Karlaftis going number 20, but I had Pittsburgh trading up.
Jermaine Johnson's still out there as well.
I like Linderbaum, the big center.
Linderbaum.
I would not take Linderbaum here, not after what you've done. I would take a tackle. I would take maybe Smith. I would take Smith over.
Yeah,
Linderbaum.
we need exterior linemen. True.
Linderbaum doesn't give you any flexibility. He's only a center.
Yeah.
And they like to have offensive linemen that are capable of playing multiple positions.
That's
Position flexibility.
Zion was on the board.
It's better than financial flexibility. So good.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nah, that's more important. Kid. You gotta have the extra $2 million, kid.
Oh, it's funny. What was it? It's funny to hear some of the Pirates. I guess they didn't bring O'Neal Cruz up. They're like, oh, he's only hitting 193 AAA.
Yeah. Oh, this is killing this long commercial before our pick.
This is designed to tease us, Frank. I don't like this.
They know Pittsburgh's probably got their best ratings, so they're doing all the.
Good day. Well, if it's Kenny Pickett, the answer is no.
I'm not looking at the chat. I don't want this ruined.
I mean, nobody can be that far ahead of us. Like maybe
No,
10, I guess
Twitter.
10 seconds.
People are on the People are on the. John's standing up right now.
I'm not looking at the phone.
He's not looking. I'm not looking at the chat.
Does Twitter give away who people are going to pick? I thought that was pretty
So
secretive.
the insiders are kind of putting it out early.
I hate that. Can't anything be live anymore? Like,
Nope. Social
All
media
these-
ruins everything. Okay,
Ooh,
I
the
don't
gray
care.
face mask.
Let's go.
that graphic with the old gray face.
Yeah, the gray
mask.
face mask.
Is that a tease? We're going back to that.
Maybe.
With the block
Pick is in,
numbers,
let's
maybe.
go.
I want the block numbers.
Do 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 do.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Kenny Pickett. Literally anybody but
The
Kenny
pick is in, John. It's an Elvis Grunbach jersey, John. So it's got
Oh, is that really? Oh,
Ravens
shit.
Grunbach jersey.
Oh, Ravens one. I was thinking
Yeah,
the Chiefs one.
No, that was a Ravens one. The 1 year he played.
What is that jersey that says NFL Draft 22?
Yeah,
Franco's there.
Oh, Freeville Franco!
Holy shit. That's funny.
Freeville Franco. I haven't seen him since.
Look at that reaction. It's going to be Pickett. It's going to be Pickett.
MJF needs to come out and cut a promo on this guy.
Raider fans are going to boo this. Why would they bring this up to Raider fans?
The Raider fans are going to boo this.
Oh, yeah.
Freeville Franco.
Look at a Raider
He's so
fan.
excited. It's definitely Willis. He's excited.
Raider fans. It's not a Penn State guy. I mean, are they getting Brisker?
Ric Flair dancing.
Franco's happy. This is going to be Jaquan Brisker.
Hold on, give it to me.
It's incredible. Oh no, no. Booed Franco.
My heart's beating.
Here's the pick. Kenny Pickett! Oh my God!
All right, I'm out of here.
Kenny Pickett!
Yes.
See you later. I'm out.
Sorry, John. Yes. Kevin Colbert was true to his word.
I hate it.
Oh my God!
Getting the jersey tomorrow.
Oh my God!
I love it.
Later, John, shut the door.
We take care of our own,
God!
baby.
Kenny Pickett is a Steeler.
We take care of our own.
Oh
my jersey.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
He moves across the hall, baby.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He knows the sight lines at Heinz Field, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really shocked.
Ryan, oh my God.
Colbert, this is a Colbert pick. If you ever wanted to debate, is it Tomlin or is it Colbert?
Pickett. Oh my gosh.
Now the expectations are high, though. I hope the kid can handle it. It's either high or it's either going to be extra high or extra easy because he's comfortable. He's really comfortable here, so I got to get back to the chat now.
Oh my God!
Mike Shuttleworth's puking.
McCollum.
We just got a little bit better Mason Rudolph.
Oh my God!
Bob Nutting made this pick.
Guys, John just walked out of here. By the way, he literally just stormed out of here.
Bob Nutting made the pick,
but nothing but debris and clutter and everything in his wake. He just stormed out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Pickett is a Pittsburgh. I can't even say it.
I'm in shock.
Wow. This is the boom we were with. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. He's texting.
Oh, let's talk about his hands.
Halowich just got his birthday present because he wanted it.
I'm glad that he was the first quarterback. That's kind of a good a coup. We should have believed Kevin Colbert's word.
And now the Patriots trade their pick to the Chiefs. I can hear you.
Sorry, I turned it up to
You're fine. You're fine. If we get thrown off now, it don't matter.
Man,
because Ryan's a big Dolphins fan. Because your GM was just like, we're not passing up another pick quarterback this time.
Right. They learned their lesson 40 years ago.
Fifth-year option is up. Oh my God.
You could see Pickett how happy he was, the tears. I mean, he would have probably been happy anywhere.
I gotta go on Facebook. I gotta see the reaction on Facebook.
I know it's.
Oh my God.
And number 8's available, baby. So get the jerseys printed.
I'm done. I hate this organization.
I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to see Bob Pompiani. Here's a mock-up already, Bronson.
I believe it. I 100% believe it. Oh my gosh. Frank, this was worth it in its weight in gold to do this reaction show for that. There it is. I see it. Oh.
There's so many good Photoshops already.
This was worth it in its weight in gold for this reaction.
It looks like Tommy Maddox. We need to go back to the block numbers. I'll say it again.
Oh my God, Frank. Oh my. Just this.
Is Kenny joining us now? Let's see here. She got him. Yeah, I'm going to turn off and hear this. Hold on. I'm muting myself.
Go ahead. He's crying. Just the silence, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm still in shock.
So it is true. I mean, I see the comments. I mean, I'm excited because I'm a huge Pickett fan. But if you think about it as a Steeler fan too, like it would have been. I've been saying it would have been smarter to go elsewhere. But if it's, I'm just glad it's Pickett and not Willis because I'm a Pickett fan. I don't know. I could be proven wrong someday if Willis becomes a stud. But yeah, we could have really improved the roster elsewhere. But this is kind of a sentimental. This is Colbert's swan song kind of pick, and I hope it works out. I mean. Pickett does probably have to wait a year behind Trubisky at least.
Yeah.
But he is 24, 25 years old already. So that's kind of a downer. He's that super senior. There's the corner.
From McDuffie to Kansas City.
Yeah, there's the corner I thought we might go after. There's a lot of happy Pitt fans on Facebook.
My! I'm just wow.
I didn't think they'd do it. I really, when I saw how happy Franco was, I thought it was the Penn State safety Jaquan Brisker because he's.
I thought it was Malik Willis. Oh my God. Wow. It's just like, wow.
It is one of those shocking moments. Now, Bronson, I think I am going to drop off if you want to stay on.
I'm going to stay on.
Okay. I don't know if it'll just let you stay on through Restream if you wanted to.
Yeah. Or no, I'm the guy running the studio, so
okay.
You leaving is fine.
Okay.
So.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Stay on with Bronson. I'll probably stay on as a viewer.
I might just read comments and stuff. This might be just the entire Kenny Pickett episode now.
I appreciate everybody.
I'm so dumbfounded. Like
I know. I have to go digest this. I have to go digest this.
I never thought they'd actually do it. I
had a blast, Bronson. Sorry we didn't get on right away, but
no,
we missed the first and second
Frank,
pick.
This last 10 minutes was worth the entire thing.
You're right. But everybody engaging us in the comments, this was really awesome.
My gosh.
So we're going to do.
Pickett is a Pittsburgh Steeler.
If this Restream lets Bronson do these for free forever, we're going to do a lot more of these. So
yeah,
maybe a Penguin live playoff game.
Only get the money and get the pro version.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We could split it, but
no, Frank, thanks for staying on it. Frank did say he was going to leave after the 20th pick. Now Frank's going to leave a happy human. I think Frank's going to pop some champagne.
I'm torn. I mean, it's a polarizing pick because it's as a Pitt fan, I'm happy, but as a Steeler fan, I'm thinking, boy, we could have went elsewhere. But
yeah,
I have to digest this and sleep on it.
Yeah.
But all right, well, Bronson will take it home. Thanks for everybody, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah. I took Frank off. Okay, so it's just me. If anybody actually wants to get on the video, you can. Just send me a message. I have a link to the actual show. So if you wanted to get on video, you could let me know. Is anyone still on? We still have good viewing, even with all that. If you want to get on the video, let me know. I can slide you in. Wow, Mike, if you have a, I think you can do it on your phone. I haven't eaten since this afternoon, so my stomach is definitely growling. The big guy is hungry. So like Trent McDuffie goes to the Chiefs. I can't pick this up. I mean, if you're still tuning in, and people are dropping out now, which I understand. I get it. Everyone's kind of disappointed or whatever. Yeah, I get it. Oh my gosh. A message to the boys. The boys. Oh my gosh. I'm still messaging now. Yeah, I like to pick Mike. Kenny, now the Packers on the clock. I got. There you go. Quay Walker, linebacker, Georgia, goes to the Packers. Mike, I love you. Now we'll see how to run a 2-yard cross in the 4th and 4. Nika, that's funny. That's good. That's quality. Shuddy. Oh my gosh, Shuddy. The terrible group is shutting. I believe it. I 100% believe it's going to shut down. Oh my god. I got to go in there and see. Oh my god. I'm going to be on. And now the Ravens have traded the pick here. And now the Bills have come up into the party here. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be geeked up for the second round tomorrow with all this. Maybe I'll go watch some racing tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I'll take a Claritin later. My allergies are starting to flare up again. Can't stand northeastern United States weather when it's 40 degrees one day and 80 the next. Kills me. Just kills me. Oh my gosh. I can't guys. There's only 3 people left here. I might end this early if no one's on here. So I can go eat. 10-7-1 next decade is the standard. The standard is the standard. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Mikey, I don't know, Mikey. We might have to talk. We have to talk on the phone after or something. Oh gosh. Kenny Pickett is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm just overwhelmed right now. I still like the cool thing is this thing will turn into a video, so I'll be able to go back and like rewatch it. Oh my gosh, can I record this? Oh, I have to upgrade to be able to record. Oh, people jump back on here. Okay. I can't believe it. Oh my lord. I can't, like, I'm still like trying to wrap my head around it, guys. Cabo just sold his car probably. So bad. Oh my gosh, I love you, Mike. Mike, you got to come on and host the show with me now. I'm like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh, Madden's got to be going off. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys. I'm like I'm happy. I mean, I'm a pick a guy. I'm happy for Kenny in the moment, but I just didn't want it for Kenny. I didn't want this. I feel like this fan base is gonna eat him alive. I don't think it was a need that really needed to be addressed. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. It's done. What's done's done. It's done. So you might as well, you can cry about it all you want, but it's done. So yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Kenny Pickett is oh wow. I'm now literally considering like going to Norderville tomorrow. Because like tomorrow isn't gonna be nearly as good as tonight. Oh, we got there's a horns honking outside Elwood. I think everyone's pumped for Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. This is too much. This is too much. This is way overwhelming. Oh man. Mike, what do we got left, bro? We don't get the Penguins in the playoffs now. Wow, it's all like hitting me right now. I'm in a glass case of emotions right now and dealing with this. Looks like the Vegas crowd even cleared out. Pickett's draft pick just cleared the room out. Oh my gosh. Malik Willis is hanging on. Obviously Bills isn't going to be the pick here. And you're probably not going to see him, 24th or 25th. Anybody? I mean, the Lions traded up, so they're out of the run there too. Looks like so. I mean, it's looking like you're probably not going to see another quarterback taken. Yeah, honestly, Malik Willis may fall in the second round. You never know. Huntington was involved somehow. I don't know if Pickett, unless you have faith, I guess someone could trade back into the first round and take Malik Willis. Oh my gosh! And then in the pick, the Bills get Kaiir Elam, the corner from Florida, goes here to the Buffalo. So because we know that nobody circles the wagons, it was like the Buffalo Bills. So there's my Berman. Oh yeah, or Abram Elam. He was former. Yeah, I knew there was another Elam there. Matt Elam. Look at it. Everyone's texting me now, like laughing, and everyone's reaction. So I can't do this. Oh my gosh. The reaction to Kenny Pickett is unreal right now. I I just didn't believe they were going to pull the trigger. I just never had any doubt they're going to pull the trigger here. And we're down to 3 viewers now. I know like everyone's just, I think everyone's like gone. I understand that. Nothing of, I don't know if it'll wait out the Malik Willis trade here. I assume someone's going to come back in the first round and take Malik Willis. Well, my phone's just blowing up now. Everyone. I mean, I don't, I don't want to see, it's crazy. So, it's unreal. Yeah, a lot of texts. What's going on with Kenny Pickett? Cartoon Todd McShay. So Malik Willis has got to be up there, right? He's the number 5 available player. Jermaine Johnson's still hanging out there. Daxton Hill, Nakobe E. Dean, Devin Lloyd, who I thought the Patriots were going to take from Utah, and now Malik Willis is hanging out. Heck, Tennessee can take Malik Willis still. Oh my gosh. There it is. The Joneses, or was it Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Mike McCarthy. This is Jerry Jones's estranged daughter there in the war room, paying the hush money. Oh, these guys are too much. The Cowboy fans. The Cowboys are on the clock. That's the lights there. Yeah, I don't know how long I can wait on here. Yeah, I know, Mike. I get it. Sorry, guys, I can't come up with any compelling programming here now. The Pickett thing might be all we have. People are coming back on here, so I'm going to try to keep it entertaining, but I know, Mike. I know, Mike. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. Vegas looks so beautiful too. Look at that. A lot of music there. We're still winning. Now all these picks are going to take forever to happen. And Goodell's going to do like 17 pomp and circumstance things. I got to see the draft board. Like, there's no chance at Malik Willis. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the draft's tomorrow. I don't know. Debating. This is just going to take too damn long. I think I might cut this off early, guys. Unless something dicey happens here soon. I have to feel that someone's going to come back in and take Malik Willis. Is that a woman or is that guy dressed as a woman? No, I think it's a woman. Come on. The pick's been in for like 5 minutes, and we're doing all this pan out shots of the strip and the Bellagio, Cosmopolitan, Caesar's Palace, whatever you want to do. Everyone's smiling there in Dallas. Hey, Joe, welcome to the chat, brother. I should have taken Willis. I didn't want a quarterback, period, but if you're going to, the Tom like this, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, no, I don't. This is late at night. And off of almost no sleep, and I'm hungry. And now the Steelers take Kenny Pickett, and I'm just going through all these emotions right now. Here's the pick for the Dallas Cowboys. Tyler Smith, the defensive or the offensive for Tulsa. There it is. That's a pick you can get on board with. So now it's going to be Baltimore and then Tennessee. Stephen Jones just wiped his nose. So, what are we going to do? '26 Tennessee. I mean, you really hope for a quarter at this point. Well, I mean, I don't know. The Ravens are on the clock. We'll see how this goes. Ed traded next to draft Raider Willis. Why not? I feel like someone's going to trade back into the first round if none of these teams take Willis. So I'm trying to hold off hope. Oh my Lord. A lot of people are also. A lot of people were sending me messages. So thank you for that. Thought they're gonna. Oh, they'll play the. Vegas looks so pretty. Vegas looks amazing. And the Ravens are on the clock. What would be funny if Tampa Bay took Malik Willis. Brady might retire again if that happens. So if you're joining us late, where the hell have you been? But yeah, the big news of the draft, I think the big news is that Kenny Pickett is a Pittsburgh Steeler. I still don't believe it. I've seen pictures, I've seen superimposed of him wearing a Steeler jersey. I know this talk radio is going to be insane to listen to tomorrow in the Pittsburgh area. This is crazy. I don't think Kenny Pickett's going to be a bust. I just don't know if, you know what I mean? I just don't know if he's, I plan on messaging some people here. I'm just really, wow. Just waiting. So I'm just watching. Oh my God! Here we go. This is what's really the Top Gun commercial. This is what I'm tuning into. Top Gun Maverick, May 27th. Oh my goodness. Oh my God! I can watch that back all the time. Top Gun Maverick. Now these picks are going to take forever. Come on, you know who you're going to take. Yeah, the pick goes in. We still got to wait 10 years for the. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Oh my gosh, the Pickett thing is still wow. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained. I'm sorry, I'm letting you down. Actually, the viewership has increased. Oh my gosh, man! This is what makes draft day so wonderful. I know this is not a pick that most Steelers fans are gonna like, and I get that. And I don't even know if I like the pick, but this is just the draft is the ultimate reality television show. This you can have your scripted Kardashian show, whatever. This is reality TV at its core. You're happy for the kids who are going to realize their dream of playing in the NFL. I'm not ready to bury the Steelers. Maybe that's my final thing. I'm not ready to bury the Steelers. Let's see what Kenny's got. If it's not the I don't know. RG3. I gotta give Ryan McCall a shout out, my buddy. I raced with on iRacing and NASCAR. He was on the. He said he loved to turn the screws into me. The pick it was going to Pittsburgh, so I'm looking forward to hopefully hanging with him when he comes gets a chance to come to the area here. So. Well, yeah, Ryan. I mean, Colbert did say that if Pickett was on the board, they would take him way back when, like Frank said. So I mean, but we know Tomlin liked Malik Willis. Maybe here's the thing, and I want to say this, and I don't know if how many of you are still on here and are going to watch this. What if Malik Willis was the decoy all along? The Niners did that last year when they were openly, outwardly flirting with Mac Jones. Remember that? It was a foregone conclusion that the Niners were going to take Mac Jones. And then they took Trey Lance. Like, it was totally off the board. They took Trey Lance. But the Niners said the entire time they had Trey Lance on their board. So, Dan Patrick says it on his show. The only truth about these sources and stuff is that everyone's lying or, yeah, Ryan. Yeah, I kind of beat you to it. Maybe Malik Willis was the smokescreen all out, all the way through. So, yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with the Mac Jones Trey Lance thing from last year with the Niners. So, I mean, here's the deal, guys. There's no way that this was not made without Mike Tomlin's okay. Tomlin, Tomlin had some input on this. Tomlin has more input on this than a lot of most coaches in the NFL. Not named Belichick or a couple other guys. So you have to either the Ravens pick is in. Are we going to finally get Goodell to the podium here? There you go. The Goodell's here with the pick. There it is. And that's a guy a lot of people. Tyler Linderbaum is a Raven. There it is. Take somebody from it. This is a guy maybe a lot of people thought the Steelers were going to take here, guys. Tyler Linderbaum here. And now the Titans are on the clock with 7 minutes to go. Oh, here we go. The Titans have traded the pick to the Jets. The Jets have slid back into the draft now. And now the Jets are on the clock. This has got to be like a Devin Lloyd pick or something, or maybe something along those lines of a guy, or even a Jermaine Johnson kind of pick. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Joe, it's tough. I mean, I'm a pick guy, so I'm always going to lean towards Pickett, and I think maybe for the Steelers' offense, and maybe what Matt Canada wanted to run, maybe Willis was the better fit. I think someone's going to slide in here and take Willis, Joe. I don't know. I obviously don't think the Jets are going to do it, but I thought maybe Tennessee had a chance to do it. I think someone's going to slide in here and take him before we go off the air here. That's why I'm trying to stay with it here. My patience is running thin. I'm hangry. I'm a whole lot of H words there. So I'm glad Aiden Hutchinson became a Lion, by the way. You know, Frank and I had some technical difficulties getting on here. Getting on Facebook Live is a lot harder than it was back in December when we did the Vikings Steelers game on Thursday night. So, but yeah, I'm glad Aiden Hutchinson is a Lion. That's a great home pick, but probably the best overall prospect in the draft, according to some experts. So, but Tyler Linderbaum was definitely going to be a guy that I think was on the Steelers' radar. And of course, it's always those guys that go to Baltimore. Max Williams was one of those guys. Dobbins, the running back from Ohio State, another guy that was on Pittsburgh's list that went to the Ravens. It's always you got to those front offices. Your Ozzie Newsome's and then your Kevin Colbert's with Pittsburgh. They think the same way. That's that same mentality of football, and that you have things like this. But Pittsburgh had the chance to get Linderbaum. They took Pickett, and then now the Ravens get that pick, and now the Jets have their pick in. Are we going to Goodell? Are we going to take another commercial and do 3 different things before we go to the podium? And it's green. Do we have anything here? Looks like we had a drone camera. Yeah, Joe, I agree. I think right now that's for the value pick you have, right? You could take this. The Jets draft room. There's Woody Johnson right there. Trying to find out some of these guys here. The Jets draft board. They're happy with everything. They the guy whoever they want, they got. So it's just so surreal to see the Kenny Pickett to the Steelers thing still. And now the Jets, they've had more time to get liquored up here to possibly hate their picks. So, and then the Buccaneers are on the clock here. Brandon, that's your best present ever. Brandon got what he wanted. He wanted Pickett. He got Pickett. The pick is in. Go. Just read the damn thing. Read the damn card. He's getting booed. Yeah. The Jets. There it is. Joe, you were right. I thought so too. The value is too good now to pass up. And now he's dropped him. He was a guy who's probably going to be a top 10, top 15 pick. Some experts, and he dropped all the way down to the bottom. So here. See, this is what Mel Kiper will call Matt Clark. Shout out to Matt Clark. We always said this during fantasy. The value pick is right here. This is a value pick. And now the Bucs are on the clock. And now the Buccaneers have traded the pick to the Jags. And now the Jags are back in here. We're going to see some trades here. The Jags are now back in the first round. I assume they probably traded 33 to get this pick. So the Jags are on the clock. No, Joe, I agree. I think the Jets have done really well. They have a good solid core. Looks like coaching and management up there. Making picks. I know a lot of people are still going to question the Zach Wilson draft. I thought he looked. I think he's a hell of an arm, and I thought if you get help around him, he'll get a chance to really show what he can do. And they won games. They won a couple games last year, so they beat a good Tennessee team. So, and now the Jags have all this time to pick. Try to stay here with you as long as we have decent streaming here. I'm really down to 2 people now, so I might be getting out of here real quick. I'm losing my patience if anyone's gonna get Willis here. If you're watching, you have my respect. Jermaine, I mean, so with the Jets have what? They have Garrett Wilson, they have the tackle, and now they have Jermaine Johnson. I mean, wow. Wow, there it is. And they said the Jags are on the clock. Yeah, happy for the young man there. Still in shock. Still in shock. The pick is in here. If we don't get anything moving here in the next couple, I'm probably gonna bounce out of here. I think the main event, of course, was the pick and picks. So, oh wow, just crazy night. This is what the draft's all about. Crazy. And it's what you get to see, like, the whole. Oh man. I'm just looking to see. Craziness right now, just craziness. We have increased viewers now too. The Jags pick is in. Well, since Frank's not on, I may go to another network here. I don't need to be consistent with the network now. I could go to NFL Network or something. Go to different coverage here. Head down here. It's crazy. I'm still just wow. The NFL Network. Here it is. Go to another channel here. They time their breaks out at the same time too. So, Ewan McGregor commercial for Expedia. One of my favorite actors. I love Ewan McGregor. Be on the lookout for him. Obviously, and Obi-Wan on Disney Plus. That and Top Gun are the 2 biggest things I'm looking forward to. And that all comes in a couple weeks. So it's going to be crazy. It's just looking forward to that. And yeah, guys, if you're still staying tuned, you must really like me because without Frank, I can't really keep this too entertaining. I'm just mentally, emotionally, physically drained today. What a long day. Thank goodness I have tomorrow off. got some plans tomorrow with some cool people. So little day shopping tomorrow. Galmo, when this thing goes public, you'll see my raw reaction, which is gonna be good. I mean, I love pick at Galmo, but I'm very torn with this pick. I don't want it for Pittsburgh. I didn't want it for Kenny, but it happened, and he's happy. And I laugh at the fact that it's going to be, on our Steeler board, it's going to be a lot of anarchy. Shuddy's already predicting that the terrible group will probably be shut down. So Parker may just shut it down and go into hibernation. So. And Bill Taylor's going to be laughing his off. I mean, he was, oh my goodness gracious. I'm not even on that page right now. I can't imagine what's going on right now down there. I'm going to check it out later. These picks are just taking forever. I mean, come on. At least I can see the picks that are coming up. Would Minnesota take Malik Willis? Would Minnesota take Malik Willis? Wow. It's still, just overwhelming. Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals. AJ Brown to the Eagles. John Arch Manning 2025. Here we come. Arch Manning. Look at that beautiful waterfall there, water fountains there in Vegas. Goodell finally out. The Jags have had the card in since Jesus was born, it seems like. Yeah, they moved back. Jackson was moving up here. There it is, Devin Lloyd. That's a good pick for Jacksonville. And now the Packers are on the clock. Lloyd and Walker. I mean, there you go. Wow. The Green Bay Packers on the clock. I don't know if I assume. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Nakobe Dean's still on the board. Better than Pickett. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god, it was Suplex Goodell. He was belly to belly Goodell. It was Suplex Goodell. There he is. Finally, I think he's just happy to be out of the green room right now. Devin Lloyd, Agent Zero, out of that Pac-12 and Utah. Assume Green Bay's on the clock here. Green Bay, New England, Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Minnesota. The Vikes. Wow, just he was suplex get out. He really did. Oh my gosh, are we gonna get like a pick or whatever? Are we gonna get like this moved on? Like what are we gonna do? The pick is in for the Packers. The train's going off here in Elwood. That's what you're hearing in the background. What you're hearing in the background right now. Van Peasy. Listen a little bit of Mel. See what Mel got here. All these cheeseheads. Packers draft room there. Oh my gosh, I'm so worn out, guys. Is worn out. If you're staying on, you are devoted right now. Devoted. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. Oh, just read these picks. Come on. Why do we gotta stretch this out? Oh, another interruption here. We gotta do the pomp and circumstance here. We gotta do the pomp and circumstance. Here we go. Oh, Bovie's on here. Oh my gosh. Okay, Andrew. You're awesome. Let's go. I love that every pick was like, bang, bang, bang. Now these other ones are going so slow. Congratulations, Andrew Whitworth, too. Has it? I mean, I'm not on Twitter yet, Ty. I don't know that. I gotta have hope. I'm going on Twitter because I need to like. Oh yeah. I know. Now I'm just looking on here. The Rams, good job for Andrew Whitworth. Super Bowl champion at the end of his career. A champion. Now he's Walter Payton Man of the Year. Kenny Pickett's still a steal. I can't believe that. Looking right now, let's see. Got a bunch of followers, huh? Jeez. Filipponi's so pumped about this. Filipponi's so pumped. Kenny Pickett. Big Ben was on the DV morning show, I guess, huh? Come on, just need the pick. And Devontae Wyatt to the Packers. That's a hell of a pick. Hey. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to stay with it here. I'm holding out hope that someone takes Willis here to end the show. I think you might have a chance with Minnesota 32. You know, Patriots pick is in. I'm sure we'll be waiting 10 minutes for that pick. You got some video of him against Joe Burrow when he was at LSU. Wow. There you go there. Get some Clemson footage here. All right.
In Miami, then went to San Francisco, then went to Kansas City, and now he's in New England. The pick is in, and we'll find out who Bill Belichick's team is taking next.
All right, we'll get another commercial. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Awesome. I think they got to make that 11:30 quota. That's why they're waiting forever for these damn picks. Oh my god, all the reaction to Pickett's insane. Oh my god. Pickett. Just look at it. Everyone's freaking out. I want everybody to freak out. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Is that a young Dolph Lundgren? The pick is in. We gotta wait. Well, guess what? Pittsburgh did get the one thing that we thought they were gonna get. Quarterback. Twitter. The pick is in. We gotta keep waiting. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get someone on the line here. Let's see if it picks up. I'm still recording the show, but I had to call you.
No, I don't even want to talk about it.
Dude, I'm just mixed emotions, man. Just
Next. Why did we go get Trubisky if this was?
I agree.
Am I live on the podcast?
Yeah, you are.
I want the podcast to know something.
There you go.
I would rather have Edmonds drafted 3 different times than to take Kenny Pickett ever again.
There you are.
Dude, my coworker knew what was coming.
Yeah, I saw. That's funny. Dude, if you go back and watch this live, like it's gonna be available. Like my reaction, like I always had a reaction. There was such a dramatic pause before Franco said it too. Oh, he bolted right out of here. Like there was no react. He was like, he said, "Bleep this, I'm out," and walked right out the door. I'm staying on in the hopes that it's Shane from. I'm staying on in hopes that someone slides in here and gets Malik Willis. I think Minnesota could even get him a 32. I'm kind of staying on and hope that someone's gonna. Yeah, he could have. I mean, here it is. Finally, we get the Patriots pick. They turned the card in, about an hour ago.
Sam Howell's going to be a steal tomorrow. Sam Howell's literally going to be a steal for someone tomorrow.
Cole Strange, yeah. It's funny, like Tampa Bay, like traded back, like there's gonna be some teams that are gonna either slide in here tonight or slide in early tomorrow and go get some guys. I'm holding out hope that someone's gonna try to trade in here and grab Malik Willis. I want to see Malik Willis get drafted, so I'm just holding out hope that that's gonna happen. Minnesota's the only chance, I think, unless someone trades back in. Yeah, something like that. That's why I think I'm optimistic Minnesota maybe goes and gets him. But the Chiefs pick is in already, although we'll probably wait 20 minutes for that pick. Well, I think they're trying to make they're trying to drag this out to 11:30 so they get Van Pelt on 11:30. Dude, you should be out in the hustle and bustle of this, bro. He's not there. He's in New Jersey. I'm closer to New York. You should be out. You should be out here on the strip with all these fans. You should be in the hustle and bustle of everything here, dude. You got time for work. Nobody's here to see us work. People are here to see us live. Living here in the city. People aren't here to see us work. People are here to see us live. How Tron is living for the city. Come on. Here's the Chiefs pick. There it is. Karlaftis. That's a good pick for Kansas City. What do you think about what do you think about AJ Brown getting the bag from Philly? They're ready, bro. I know who's gonna have more F-bombs as you or John tonight. You guys dude, we're here to the masses, bro. Dude, bro, relax. What do they do? That picture, I can't wait to go back and see my video reaction to Pickett. No, it's on Facebook Live. Like the live stream has to end for it to go in. I should be at the end of my stream actually, because I only get like 3 free hours before they make me get to pay for this restream thing. So, I did this from. I put my hands over my head. I was like, Well, I saw Franco do like the fist pump, so I knew it was gonna be a quarterback. Like he would have did that for a defensive tackle or offensive tackle. So I knew it was gonna be a big. And then the Ravens took him. Dude, you know who said the best draft, I think? You know who I think said the best draft? Jets. The Jets. They got Garrett Wilson. They just took Johnson. Dude, where they got Johnson was a value pick, bro. Well, they're giving him defensive help. Well, they give defensive help, but I know. Yeah. Are we gonna pick here? Come on, get him out here. Get him out here. Malik Willis is hanging out in the green room. He's waiting. I know. I heard. You've emancipated yourself from the Steelers fandom. I saw that. Another commercial. Here we go. The Steelers just drafted the Derek Carr. That's what Kuiper compared him to. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Frank, I like it. Karlaftis looks like Anthony Rizzo. He's not wrong. Oh man, I told Halowich wanted the Steelers to take Pickett. And I was like, today's his birthday. I was like, there you go, happy birthday. Best. Who Madden? Oh, Pony's been going nuts on Twitter. He said, buckle up and strap in, baby. 20 years of Pickett. Let's go. I'm not taking that bet. I mentioned you earlier. We were talking about. I went back and we went 10 years back in the draft, and you know, 10 years. You know what the draft was 10 years ago, right? It was Luck and RG3, and Russell Wilson and Brock Osweiler and stuff. And so I said, yeah, I was picking on you about the about Brock Osweiler to Houston. Yeah, but then I was talking about Russ and Luck and RG3. So. That's true. You're actually not wrong about that. He got dumbass Bill O'Brien to open the book. So we'll see, man. It's getting down to it. We're down. The live stream is coming down to about people are dropping out. I think. I'm trying to hold out hope that we see a Willis pick here in the next two picks. If not, I'm debating going to Lernerville tomorrow because I'm like, I feel like I won't because I'll get too lazy and I'm like, yeah, I can just sit up and watch the draft. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. No, not yet. 31 out of 32 right now. The Bengals have their pick in. It's been there forever. The Bengals, the AFC champions, bruh. The Bengals. We're officially the worst team in our division. Come on, kid. Don't be that far down. Come on. Might as well trade TJ Watt now. The whole rebuild. It's over. I can't wait to hear Madden tomorrow on radio. Oh my god, it's good. Or I should say the Jorge de Guzman show. Come on. Oh, Pony's on cloud 9 right now. He's drinking a fucking wine. I'm happy for the kid. He got to live his dream, but I get, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh. I'm like physically drained, bro. I'm sorry, like put the pick in the garbage. Jarvis Jones. Your quote, I'd rather pick Terrell Edmonds 3 times over than take Pickett. It's funny. I'm listening. Kenny Pickett. Come on. Just make the damn picks. Huh? He's out there still. I know, but I think they bring the best available. Kuiper looks.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Oh, Google just came to life on me. I feel like one day it's gonna turn on me. It's gonna be like a Stephen King movie. Yeah, Pickett's gonna rock it with his baby hands. There you go. Daxton Hill. I had him going a little earlier. And now Minnesota's up. Do they take? Or is someone gonna slide in and take their quarterback? Who's coming in now? Are they taking phone calls? Is Willis gonna slide in there? Look at all those hats. He could have picked whatever hat he wanted. He had all the hats ready there. Debbie waited to send it with a boom. Send it off with a bang. Pick's in already. I mean, the pick is legit turned in right now. Yeah, they never picked this first round. Thank you, Carson Wentz. What do we? I'm glad Aiden Hutchinson got to go to Detroit. Hometown boy. Oh, yeah. I saw it. He had the honey. He had the honeys. Who else had the honeys? TJ Tyndall said tonight, Pickett's broad looks like she could wrestle in WWE. Come on. They already had all the hats were already ready. Tulsa, Oklahoma for he got the Bengals hat now. Who day? You throwing it on there? You got it. You got it. The Vikings pick is in. Let's read it. Let's read it and end the show. Let's go. I have no clue. Yeah, the whole thing. There's only one viewer now. If you're watching now, you're devoted. If you're watching my stream now, you're devoted. The Vikings pick. Vancouver with the Canucks? Bro, they're done. I told Frank tonight Vegas needed a recovery. I said the Golden Knights are done. They were done last night. They're out. Yeah, it's over. Yeah. Well, Leonard getting hurt and not being good killed them too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Just go to pick to just cut this off. Brandon, I love you. Brandon's the only one still on here. He's wanting to celebrate the Pickett pick. He stinks. Mel Kiper hasn't predicted like you ever see his percentage correct picks? They're not good at all. I know. His hair's more brown too. Maybe. Why not, man? Little chill behind Cousins for a couple years. Brandon, did I win some sort of award? The sole survivor of the Bronson News Network. Brandon, you made it. Brandon's still around because Brandon, you made it because everyone left after the pick and pick. Everyone's disgruntled and disappointed. Look ahead. Looks like he has the Matthew Lesko jacket on there, but he's about to sell me financial advice. He's not honey with the Viking stuff on there. Oh, but I feel like this is I totally feel that this might be a Malik Willis pick. Like, because they have the card now. They know what it is. Like, they wouldn't be hyping this up if it wasn't. Huh? Yeah, I felt like if he got up and walked away now, I feel like this is Malik Willis. We get the purple stormtrooper, I guess. We got Skull, the lone Skull. Oh my God, these guys. The one guy looks like Joe. The one guy looks like Joe Dirt. It gotta be. What if everyone's sitting on the Ferris wheel up there?
No, it's not even running right now.
No, that's why I asked you. You're the one in Vegas right now. Yeah. Here's the pick. Oh, he's got some bling on. Goodell's got the bling on, bro. No, it's not Malik Willis. It's Lewis Cine, the safety from Georgia, and that ends it. That ends the show. We try to get From on FaceTime to keep us entertained. He's out in Vegas. He's out in the hustle and bustle and the riffraff of the NFL draft. He's doing his thing. Shane From has announced today he's no longer a Steeler fan. He's a Raiders fan. So, yeah. So tomorrow, the first pick tomorrow is Tampa Bay. And Minnesota has the 34th pick from. They have the second pick tomorrow. Or Tennessee. Oh, my. I mean, you could groom Malik Willis a couple years of Tannehill and groom Malik Willis. I know. That's it, guys. That's the show, really. That's kind of cutting off. B. Howell is staying on. He has been loyal. And I want to wish Brandon Howell a happy birthday. And he got the best gift ever. From he said, I'll lend my Pickett jersey to From at some point down the road. Oh my God. So Howlowich gets his birthday gift. He gets Pickett to the Steelers. And hope your team did well if you're not a Steeler fan. And there you go. For Frank Conti, who I think he's left the party, I am Bronson Allman. Thank you guys for doing this, and maybe we'll do it again. We'll see what happens. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what's coming up that we would do another live show for. Maybe something NHL wise or something like that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.